What's up guys, this is your favorite fanfic YouTuber, the Fanfic Majesty, and welcome to another amazing video. You can follow me on Patreon for exclusive stories. 4 centigrams 65. Funghua Xiaoshui. I am willing to repay the favor, 2 in 1. Captain, is Mr. Third Generation too cautious? He actually asked us to join forces to deal with a group of brats. In the bushes, the scarred man looked disdainful. Even ashamed. In my own team, there are 3 Genin. It's simply ridiculous that he was given the task of bullying San Shinobi's children. I also think Mr. Third Generation is too cautious, but, what? Abarame's pupils shrank under his sunglasses. My whole body was shaking uncontrollably. Captain, what happened? The scarred man asked with a puzzled look on his face. He knew the captain's strength very well. He is definitely an elite among Genin. What could possibly make him lose his temper like this? My bug told me that the little girl is very scary, so scary that it makes people tremble. Of course he was talking about Tsunade. No way? Could it be that San Shinobi also cheated? The scarred man frowned. Then Captain, what should we do next? Execute Plan B. Don't act rashly. Join the other Genin teams and snipe Bai Yu's team together. Mr. Third Generation has orders, no matter life or death. Good. Puff. A parasitic worm was casually crushed by Tsunade. Has the murderous intention disappeared? Well, the other party should have sensed your strength through this insect, Bai Yu said. Haha, you are quite interesting. Tsunade smiled nonchalantly. She knows the secrets of the Aburame clan. Actually, I'm quite curious, kid, if that insect just landed on you, would it scare those guys to death? It's not enough to be scared to death, a gang, you are exaggerating. Asshole, you can also call me gang? Your grandpa said so? Really? My grandfather? Yes, it's your grandfather and me, haha. Damn it, I'll fight you, now, the land of snow. Funghua Xiaoshui is already sitting on the throne. With the help of Xie and Didera, as well as the support of some veterans, she has become the new heroine of the Snow Country. I cannot thank you enough for your kindness. You too have helped me restore my country. From now on, you will be my benefactors to the entire Snow Country. However, Xiaoshui will not dare to disobey orders. Funghua Xiaoshui bowed deeply to the two of them. She didn't have any airs of a queen at all, but her noble and dignified temperament could not be concealed. She was very grand and looked like a qualified queen. Well, it's just a little effort. After all, my senior and I can kill a small country like yours casually. If you really want to thank me, why not get out of the way and let me blow up the throne? Speaking of which, I haven't done that in my life. Exploding the king's throne. That must be a very memorable piece of explosive art. Funghua Xiaoshui. She doesn't know what's going on. I can't figure out why this guy wants to blow up the throne. Your Majesty the Queen, don't listen to his nonsense. Scorpion drank. He just has no eyes and only a heart, otherwise he would have to roll his eyes at Didera. Xie said in a deep voice. To be honest, the two of us were ordered to go on this trip. There is someone else who really helps you. Oh? Funghua Xiaoshui's heart moved. Then you don't know who the other benefactor is? I can't reveal his name, but he is about the same age as you, Her Majesty the Queen. Maybe, he likes you. Xie really couldn't figure out any other reason for being like Bai Yu to be interested in a small snow country. Research armor. Then just get the chakra armor and various research and development equipment. Why are you helping Funghua Xiaoshui Shagwo? That's it. A hint of shyness flashed across Funghua Xiaoshui's face. Helping to restore the country is a great favor. Even if the other person is about the same age as herself, even an old man, Funghua Xiaoshui is willing to repay the favor. The country is above the home. Such kindness can never be repaid. The two benefactors can help me convey to that benefactor, if he is really willing to be my king of snow, then I, Funghua Xiaoshui, will sweep the bed and wait for him. Good. Xiao organization. As far as the eye can see, there is boundless darkness in the sun. Only a pair of purple eyes shined. Conan, you're back. Nagato's deep voice sounded. Where have Didera and Scorpion gone? Why can't they be contacted for so long? They should have completed the last mission long ago. The latest information is that Zero, Didera and Scorpion are still in the country of snow, and they have made a lot of noise. They killed Funghua Furudao and a group of rebels, helped the former princess Funghua Xiaoshui to return to the country, and successfully becoming a queen, Conan said. Nagato wondered. How could those two guys be so boring? I don't know either. Conan said, first of all, what is certain is that Scorpion will definitely not be that boring. I guess it is probably Didera who fell in love with that girl. After all, he is a childlike person who always behaves. It's unpredictable, it's normal for him to fall in love with a woman. As for Scorpio, he probably dragged her along because he had no choice but to do it. After all, Didera nags her endlessly. Nagato nodded without thinking too much. The Akatsuki organization has a high degree of freedom for its members. Except for regular tasks, most of the time is equivalent to free activities. Even as the leader, Nagato did not have too many restrictions on them. After all, they are all cage-level strong men. If they only use strength, it will only have the opposite effect. Conan, I don't know why, but I've been feeling restless lately. Do you miss Yahiko again? Conan asked distressedly. No, it's not because of Yahiko, it's an inexplicable panic. It's strange indeed. Conan said. In the current ninja world, there is no one that can threaten you. Why do you suddenly feel like this? Could it be your body? No, it's not about the body. Hey, forget it, don't think about it so much. How are Itachi and Kisame? Both of them are doing business as usual and are performing their mission. Good. Konoha, the forest of death. Maybe intentional search played a role, or maybe it was fate. Naruto and Sasuke soon found Bai Yu and his party. And expressed the idea of joining Sand Shinobi. No problem, then you should hand over the scroll now, leave the forest of death, and leave Konoha. Then I will let my shadow clone escort you to Sand Shinobi safely. Bai Yu patted the two of them on the shoulders. In fact, the imprint of Flying Thunder God was planted. Is this okay, Bai Yu-kun? Naruto asked doubtfully, don't you need to ask if the fourth cage has decided to take us in? No, Mr. Bai Yu's decision is my father's decision. Temari smiled. Welcome to join, Naruto, Sasuke. Is that so? Sasuke nodded. He did not expect that Bai Yu would have such a transcendent status in Sand Shinobi. To be able to make Temari say such words, is it because of the chakra armor? Maybe so, after all, this was the only reason Sasuke could think of. Jun Bai Yu, I have another request. Naruto handed the little Sakura in his arms to Bai Yu. I hope you can help me take care of her and don't let her in the forest of death. Haha okay. Naruto and Sasuke handed over the scroll and left. It is an automatic waiver. Later, Bai Yu woke up little Sakura. The Scarlet Sharingan turned, and little Sakura was instantly controlled. Your companions have all been eliminated, and there is no point in continuing to participate in this assessment. Leave the forest of death and return to your home to stay quietly. Little Sakura also left. However, at this moment, the group was no longer quiet. Because when Naruto and Sasuke were about to defect, the seniors in the group heard it. Open black lens bracket Uzumaki Kushina, Naruto. He is going to betray Konoha? With Sasuke? Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Makoto. This kid Sasuke, well, I can't blame him, but he grew up in such an environment and experienced that kind of thing. How can he still feel a sense of belonging to Konoha? Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. I never thought that Naruto would become a rebel ninja in Konoha one day. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Damn it, it's all the fault of that bastard monkey. I was really blind back then, letting someone like him with a strong desire for power be the Hokage. Close black lens bracket. Kaiden Genzuki. Haha, you can't say that. Sarutobi Hiruzen is still an excellent Hokage, even though it's a bit dark. Close black lens bracket. Please give me flowers, Sarutobi Lake Biwa. Which village's top management is not dark? It's just that the darkness cannot be seen in the open. Now that Naruto has seen it, defection is also expected. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. It's just a bit unnecessary, after all, Konoha is about to change Hokage. Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. This is a harmless thing. It's just that the reincarnation of the children of Sage of Six Paths has deviated from the original established trajectory. There won't be any accidents, right? After all, they are the children of luck as Bai Yu calls them. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Mito. No, we have all entered a misunderstanding. In a world without Bai Yu, Naruto Sasuke is the son of fate, but now, the only real chosen one is Bai Yu. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Mito, your point of view is quite novel. Close black lens bracket. The seniors were a little sad about Naruto and Sasuke's defection, but it was a reasonable thing after all. So even Minato and Kushina understand their choice very well. The only blame is that Sarutobi Hiruzen is too selfish. More than anything, I feel sorry for those two children. Outside Konoha, Naruto looked back at the village where he had lived for more than 10 years, a trace of reluctance flashed in his eyes, but in the end he just sighed. Sasuke, are we just going to betray the village? Yeah, what else do you want? Zero. Why doesn't anyone come after us? Idiot, because no one knows that we have defected yet, run away quickly, otherwise there will be soldiers chasing us. Why? Naruto shook his head and caught up with Sasuke. At this moment, a flash passed by. Bai Yu, when did you follow? Naruto said in shock. This is Shadow Clone. Didn't I say that I will escort you safely to Sand Shinobi? Bai Yu smiled. Mr. Bai Yu, what was that move you just made out of thin air? Sasuke glanced at him. He has never seen such a move before, appeared suddenly without any warning. Still appeared behind him and Naruto, fourth Hokage, Naruto's father. His famous stunt, Flying Thunder God technique, Flying Thunder God technique. Sasuke was completely shocked. The Flying Thunder God who made Konoha the golden shining name. I never thought that Mr. Bai Yu could even master this technique. You are really a genius. Sasuke admired. He didn't ask Bai Yu where he came into contact with this technique, because it must be a secret and it was inconvenient to ask more. My father's technique? It's so powerful. Naruto's eyes were full of fire. Mr. Bai Yu, can you teach me? I also want to learn my father's technique. Well, this isn't suitable for you. You probably don't have the talent in this area, so just keep making balls. Meatballs. What meatballs? I'll teach you when we get to San Shinobi. Okay, hurry up and get on your way. Hokage office. Whoosh, a dark shadow flashed, and Anbu stood in front of the third generation. Third generation Sama, Uchiha Sasuke and Uzumaki Naruto left the village together. What are these two little guys doing out of the village at this time? Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned and said, go and bring them back. Nine-Tails Jinchuriki can't make any mistakes. Yes. After giving the instructions, third generation took out the crystal ball. He didn't pay too much attention to the matter between Naruto and Sasuke. Isn't it easy for Anbu to go out and bring back two children? What he wants to pay attention to most now is Bai Yu. Soon, a picture appears. Bai Yu's team was surrounded by 3 teams at the same time, all 3 teams composed of elite Jonin. 3 teams, a total of 9 elite Jonin. Even if Kazuki's son is different, there is no way he can protect Bai Yu in this situation, right? Haha. Sarutobi Hiruzen had no intention of killing Gaara. After all, the country of fire and the country of wind are still allies. His real goal is Bai Yu. But soon, as he watched, the smile on Sarutobi Hiruzen's face froze, and he was even so shocked that he stood up from his chair. How could this happen? This can't be 100 million. 66, second generation was kicked, burning heaven and boiling seas fire style, 2 in 1. In the crystal ball, a San Shinobi female ninja with a golden single ponytail, tossing and turning, defeated 9 Jonin pretending to be Genin with only a pair of iron fists. It's like a tiger entering a flock of sheep, unable to control it. As for Bai Yu and others, they didn't take action at all. Who is this girl? Sarutobi Hiruzen looked solemn. This is definitely not Genin. Even elite Jonin doesn't think she has the strength to defeat 9 Jonin instantly. She is a cage-level expert. San Shinobi, when did such a terrifying existence appear? Originally, during this Chunin exam, Sarutobi Hiruzen's main attention was on Bai Yu. But now, in Sarutobi Hiruzen's heart, the sudden appearance of the blonde single ponytail female ninja is far more important and threatening than Bai Yu. That fighting style has a bit of Tsunade in it, could it be? Thinking of this, Sarutobi Hiruzen shook his head violently. No, it's impossible. Even if Tsunade is messing around, it's impossible to do it in this way. The third generation never believed that the princess of Konoha could do such a thing. As a ninja from another village, she came to slap Konoha in the face? Impossible, absolutely impossible. If it's not Tsunade, who else could it be? The gaps between Sarutobi Hiruzen's brows were crisscrossed, and there were simply too many variables that suddenly appeared. San Shinobi first took in Bai Yu, and now such a cage-level strongman suddenly appeared. What is so attractive about San Shinobi? Forest of Death. Oh, there's no one who can fight. Tsunade clapped his hands and said very relaxedly. Konoha is so shameless. They actually sent 9 Jonin from 183 to attack us. Kankuro sneered. Because they were defeated, the transformation technique of those 9 people was automatically released, revealing their true colors. At first glance, the youngest one must be in his 30s. Withdraw. The leader of the group was ashamed, his face flushed, and he shouted in greeting and led the other 8 people away. I think we should have killed them just now, Tamari said. Anyway, death is allowed to happen in the Forest of Death. Konoha cheated first and should teach them a lesson. Hey, kid, you're almost done. Tsunade glanced at Tamari and said calmly, you asked me to kill people in Konoha. It's a shame you can think of it. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Mr. Bai Yu, can't I? Tamari's eyes widened and she said not to be outdone. Kid, what's your attitude? You know who you're talking to. The 2 eyes collided and rubbed in midair creating sparks. Full of gunpowder. I don't know why, but the 2 of them couldn't deal with each other. Okay, stop arguing. We have gathered the scrolls and we should leave here. As soon as Bai Yu's words came out, the 2 of them snorted at each other and turned their heads. It seems that only Mr. Bai Yu can control these 2 tough women at the same time, Kankuro whispered. Gaara nodded in agreement for the first time. Brother, you are so smart. As expected of my eldest brother, he actually came up with such a good idea. There is no need for us to fight to the death. We just need to stay at this last place and fight for the scroll. Letting others work for us while we enjoy the fruits of our labor is called the mantis stalking the cicada, with the oriole behind. Brother is wise. Above the big tree, several men were whispering. They made up their mind from the beginning, waiting here to wait and pass the second exam with minimal losses. If you calculate with intention but without intention, and wait for work with ease, the chances of winning will be really great. Brother, someone is here. Oh, how long has it been since then? Someone has gathered the earth-coiling axis so quickly. A one-eyed dragon pointed in the distance, and a hint of fear appeared on his face. He is the eldest brother of San Shinobi. The ninjas of San Shinobi are the most powerful beings in the Chunin exams in the past. It seems that they are not easy to mess with. Why don't we wait for the next wave of people? HMPH. Do we seem to be easy to mess with? It's just them. Yi Zi can't wait any longer. Okay, big brother. Everyone was lurking quietly in the trees. As soon as Bai Yu and others approached, an overwhelming water-style attack came down from above, condescendingly. Water style, water formation pillar, water style, water dragon bomb. Water style, water waves. 3 attacks arrive at the same time. The target is Bai Yu, who looks like the leader. Fire style, great fireball technique. Bai Yu forms a seal with his hands. Kid, your head is not broken, is it? The opponent used water style, and you actually used fire style to fight back, isn't it? Nani? Tsunade's thoughts paused. Bai Yu's fire style is as big as 2 houses put together. The hot and huge flames directly evaporated the 3 water styles. The whole world seemed to be plunged into a huge furnace of flames, hot and desperate. The 3 people who made the sneak attack were all killed in the sea of fire without exception. As long as it is strong enough, fire can also defeat water. Bai Yu smiled lightly. Mr. Bai Yu, you are so strong, Tamari exclaimed. This was the first time she had seen this level of fire style. The most important thing is, this is just the most common sea-level ninjutsu. God, if Bai Yu-kun releases the A-level fire style, how terrible will it be? Konkuro murmured. Maybe it can burn the sky, boil the sea. Burning the sky and boiling the sea is an exaggeration, but I'm afraid not many people in the ninja world today can stop it, Gaara said. Only then did Tsunade recover from the shock. He snorted stubbornly. Isn't it just a fire style? If you can't block it, why can't you dodge it? At that speed, any Jonin can easily dodge it. Why? Then do you want to try it? I don't. Hokage office. Kakashi, this is your assessment. Does Bai Yu only have the strength of elite Chunin or ordinary Jonin? Third generation's face was gloomy. This sentence sounds like an accusation, but also like talking to oneself. He could no longer calm down. That level of fire style is something that even he, who is called Dr. Ninja, can't do. Horrible. And, that's just his C-level fire style. What if Bai Yu releases a level ones? How powerful will it be? No one dares to imagine. This should not be done. Kakashi's brows also furrowed. Master third generation, there is no doubt that Bai Yu's talent is unparalleled, but his chakra upper limit is not high, and it should not be enough to support him to release this level of magic. He also saw the scene just now through the crystal ball. Great fireball technique? I'm afraid it's not the Hauhua room technique. Hey. Sarutobi Hiruzen sighed and said sadly, it is obvious that their team has Bai Yu as the core and Bai Yu as the captain. I now understand why the 9 Jonin attacked before. Which girl is it instead of Bai Yu? Perhaps, Bai Yu's strength is far superior to that terrifying girl. Bai Yu has become a cage-level expert, Kakashi. Bai Yu. Is cage-level strong? Kakashi was in a daze for a moment. How many days has it been? Less than a month, right? That mediocre student he recruited out of the norm has become a cage-level expert? I didn't expect Bai Yu's growth rate to be so terrifying and astonishing. Lord third generation, what should we do next, this third exam? How about this? Sarutobi Hiruzen said calmly. Control the candidates for the competition, let the people of Sand Shinobi fight Sand Shinobi, or other ninjas from the ninja village, let the children of Konoha fight against ninjas far below their strength. Konoha can definitely manipulate the order of battle in secret. In Sarutobi Hiruzen's opinion, aren't you Bai Yu so powerful that you want to slap Konoha in the face? Then I won't give you this opportunity, third generation Sama, will you be criticized for doing this? Kakashi asked. That would be too obvious. Anyone who is not a fool can know that Konoha is cheating. HMPH, so what? It was Sand Shinobi who shamelessly arranged for 2 cage-level experts to take the Chunin exam, so don't blame me for being despicable in Konoha. Roots. At this moment, Danzo was sitting in a chair with his eyes closed, as if waiting for something. Whoosh. A figure fell down. Lord Danzo, tell me about the situation in the Death Forest and Bai Yu's performance. Bai Yu, as one of Danzo's designated prey, has naturally been receiving his attention. He didn't know how to read the technique, but he also sent people to sneak into the Forest of Death to observe secretly. Tuan. Lord Danzo, all the people we sent out to monitor are dead, and only their bodies were found at the scene. What? One eye suddenly opened. Danzo's face was ferocious and terrifying. Who killed him? Bai Yuchis. I don't know, but since sand was found around their bodies, I suspect that Sand Shinobi Kasuke's son, Gaara, killed them. Gaara? He actually has strength beyond ordinary Jonin? Danzo's eyes flashed with shock. Although the people he sent out were not absolute elites, they definitely had Jonin's strength. But the whole army was wiped out, Forest of Death. Well, you guys are pretty good at completing the second assessment so quickly. After collecting the scroll, a Konoha shinobi leader looked at Bai Yu and others with very shocked eyes. Can we leave now? Konkuro asked. Certainly. Soon, the group of people came out of the forest. It was still early, and there was no need to rest so early. Everyone came to the street again. I'm hungry. Let's have some more meatballs. Tamari, a foodie, started shopping again, buying all kinds of snacks. Uchiha Izumi. I remember Itachi also liked eating these 3-color meatballs. I wonder how he is doing now. Close black lens bracket. Kaiden Genzuki. Haha, that kid with the Mangekyo Sharingan must be doing very well. There are probably not many people in the entire ninja world who can be stronger than him. Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. This is wrong. To judge a person's happiness, you can't just look at strength. That young man who carries a mountain like weight must not be happy. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Aizuna. Oh, weren't you fooled by the third Hokage? It was simply stupid to kill your own clan with a sword. There were obviously other better solutions. Even if the whole clan rebelled against Konoha, so what? Close black lens bracket. Golden Horn. You can even counterattack Konoha. Even if you lose, the big deal is just the annihilation of the clan. So, Uchiha Fugaku, I really can't understand what you were thinking at the time to make such a stupid choice. Close black lens bracket. In the group chat, the seniors talked about Uchiha Itachi. Soon, attention will return to concentrated on Bai Yu. Senju Hashirama. Bai Yu, when are you going to tell the monkey about making Tsunade the 5th generation? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Let's wait until the 3rd exam. At that time, the villagers will also come to watch, and everyone will be there. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. I don't know if monkey will compromise directly. I hope he will be wiser. Otherwise, Konoha will really lose face even more. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Aizuna. The 3rd generation is a smart man, and I feel that he will most likely compromise. However, Danzo, and the other 2 so-called elders who are too old to die and are thieves, will not compromise. Association. Close black lens bracket, Uzumaki Kushina. Classmate Bai Yu, if they all stand up against you, how are you going to repay it? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Bai Yu. What to do? Close black lens bracket, Bai Yu. Of course I send them to the chat group to reunite with the big guys. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Bai Yu, there is no need for this, right? Your Sharingan's eye power is unparalleled and you can completely control them. Why are you murderous? You are too murderous. Close black lens bracket. Although 2nd generation hates several of its apprentices, it still doesn't want them to die in this way. Bai Yu. 2nd generation, do you have the nerve to say that others are too murderous? In the entire group chat, is there anyone more murderous than you? Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. I have warned you many times before. Before speaking, organize the language in your head. You are asking for it. Close black lens bracket. Tip. The group leader proposed group member Senju Tobirama to the chat group. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Aizuna. Well done Bai Yu, haha, 2nd generation, this bastard, is seeking his own death. You should have done this a long time ago, I say, close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wanyue. Tisk tisk. This is called unpredictability. 2nd generation really thinks Bai Yu is easy to talk to. Close black lens bracket. 2nd Tsuchikage. Before, it was just that the group leader was generous and didn't have the same knowledge as him. The continuous jumps are simply deserved. Close black lens bracket. 3rd Reikage. Haha. I have long been unhappy with him. Now, let Senju Tobirama return to the boundless loneliness. 67. Boiling, the real way to resurrect everyone, 2 in 1. Hiruzen, Naruto and Sasuke, those 2 little guys are not going to be bewitched by Bai Yu and want to betray Konoha too, right? In the Hokage office, Udatane Kaharu, who had a wrinkled face, said in a bad tone. It's not difficult to understand that the inherently evil brat of the Uchiha family betrayed Konoha, but Naruto is Minato's son after all, so he shouldn't be so confused, Mitokado Homura said solemnly. Oh, the son of the 4th generation? Naruto himself doesn't know about this. Danzo's crutch hit the ground. Hiruzen, I advised you back then not to hide Naruto's life experience, because sooner or later he will know about himself who is the father. Nine-Tails Jinchuriki is lost, you have to bear full responsibility. Danzo knows very well what 3rd generation is planning, it is nothing more than paving the way for his son Sarutobi Asuma. But concealing one's life experience was simply out of reach for Danzo. Okay, don't talk anymore. Sarutobi Hiruzen waved his hand impatiently. I have sent ambush people to chase him. Besides, Naruto and Sasuke may not have defected. They may have to leave the village temporarily for something. There's no telling what's going on. That's the best. Danzo snorted coldly. 3rd generation Sama, I have brought Naruto and Sasuke back. At this time, the door was pushed open. A ninja wearing an Anbu mask walked in and shouted into the air next to him. Be honest. You 2 little guys. Then he turned to look at Sarutobi Hiruzen. Master 3rd generation, I can confirm that Naruto and Sasuke want to defect. They resisted vigorously during the arrest. Fortunately, they are not the opponents of the Anbu members yet. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Danzo. 2 elders. What is this guy talking to in the air? Trash. Danzo shouted loudly, actually took a sip of chakra and attacked the dark ninja in the form of wind style. The moment the chakra in the body was disrupted, the Anbu ninja came back to his senses. He looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen, and then at the air beside him. Why didn't he understand that he was under a genjutsu? This subordinate is not doing his job well. Please punish me, Mr. Third Generation. Okay, let's get down. Sarutobi Hiruzen sighed in disinterest. Now he had no intention of arguing with an Anbu ninja. They are all trash. If someone from my base takes action, it will definitely not be in vain. Danzo, please stop it. Now is not the time for internal fighting. Udadan Ikaharu made peace. Naruto doesn't know genjutsu, and Sasuke's eye power is still limited at the moment. It's impossible to control an Anbu. Could it be that Uchiha Itachi showed up? In the current ninja world, besides him, who else has such a powerful eye power? It can't be Itachi. Sarutobi Hiruzen said firmly. Itachi has long been aware. His loyalty to Konoha is as solid as a rock. It is probably Bai Yu. Bai Yu? Danzo retorted. Bai Yu has always been in the Death Forest, even now, you see. Danzo pointed to the street. He has been leading Sand Shinobi's ninjas to wander around the streets. Can't it be Bai Yu's shadow clone that's going? Sarutobi Hiruzen asked. Hiruzen, are you confused? A mere shadow clone can stop Anbu's pursuit? A mere shadow clone? Danzo, you don't know. Sarutobi Hiruzen looked into his eyes and said extremely seriously, Bai Yu's strength may be far beyond your imagination. At this moment, Tamari and his party were taken to Bai Yu's home. Bai Yu-kun, this was your previous home in Konoha, it was so small. Tamari looked around. The furnishings in the house are very simple, a table, a chair, and a tatami, that's basically all. Of course, the kitchen is also indispensable for daily necessities such as firewood, rice, oil, and salt. You're a little small, but you're very neat. I can't tell that you're not a tidy little C. Tsunade smiled. I can't compare to you. You have someone to take care of you, but I don't. I can only take care of myself. Bai Yu is naturally referring to Shizune. When it comes to Shizune, Tsunade really misses her a little. He didn't take her with him on this trip to Konoha. Shizune is still at Sand Shinobi. Come on, try it all. This is the sake I brewed myself, the only one in the entire ninja world. Bai Yu took out several bottles of Tibetan wine from the cellar. To be precise, these have not yet been sold. How can you imagine that you can achieve financial freedom by just walking around the country of waves? There is no need to run around for a living in the future. Things are really unpredictable, which makes people even more emotional. Haha, I can't tell that you brat still has such skills. Let me try it. Ha, what a good wine. Tsunade is a person who loves wine, and he will feel good after just one sip. This wine is much better than other turbid wines on the market. I'll try it too. I'll try it too. Kankuro Tamari took a sip one after another, and everyone was full of praise. Gaara thought for a while, and a hand made of sand floated out of the gourd and opened the bottle. He took a sip with his remaining left hand, and the light in his eyes flashed away, but he did not speak. Kid, how much wine do you have left? I bought them all. Tsunade said very proudly. In her opinion, giving such good wine to ignorant brats like Tamari and the others would be a waste of money. What can they drink? Do you have money to buy it? Tsunade was startled. How could she have any money when she had always been poor? Besides, the small amount of money was still left with Shizune. Don't worry about this, I'm going to be a Hokage soon. How can I save you a few bottles of wine? There are probably dozens more bottles. They are all in the cellar. If you want to drink them, go get them yourself. Bai Yu smiled. He was very satisfied with Tsunade's attitude. It seems that she is fully prepared to be the 5th Hokage. Haha, here I come. Meiju, don't bother me for the next 5 days. Call me when the 3rd Chunin exam starts. Tsunade smiled and dove into the cellar, swimming in the ocean of fine wine. The prescribed time for the 2nd Chunin exam is 120 hours, which is 5 days. Although Bai Yu and the others came out quickly, the assessment of other ninjas continued. If nothing else, the second game will really end in 5 days. Hey, are you getting drunk here? At this time, the door opened and 4th Cage Luo Sha also walked in. Dad, this is wine made by Mr. Bai Yu himself. It tastes great. You must have never tasted such great wine, Tamari said with a smile. Really? Then give me a taste. After saying that, Luo Sha didn't mind, and directly took the wine bottle in Tamari's hand, took a sip, and his eyes suddenly lit up. Sure enough, the wine is good, Mr. Bai Yu. Do you have any more? Give me a bottle too. I have never had such a great wine. Mr. Bai Yu said there are dozens of bottles in the cellar. Kankuro pointed towards the cellar not far away. Luo Sha was not polite when he heard this. He knew that the majestic lord of the Pure Land could not feel sorry for a few bottles of wine. If you are too polite, you will appear to be a heretic. So I went straight into the cellar. After a while, the sound of ping pong sounded. Luosha came out of the cellar with a bruised nose and a swollen face, holding a pig's head on his head, and looked at Kankuro with a vicious look on his face. You told me there was an alcoholic inside, asshole. Ha ha ha, Tamari and Kankuro looked at each other and smiled. Okay, now that you have completed the second exam, don't disturb Mr. Bai Yu's rest here anymore. Follow me to the inn arranged by Konoha. During the Chunin exams over the years, a large number of ninjas would flock to Konoha, and hospitality would become a problem. You can't let the distinguished guests from other villages go looking for accommodation outside the village, right? Therefore, Konoha established a large inn in its early years. It is specially used to receive people from other villages. On weekdays, we entertain businessmen, partners, clients, etc. During the Chunin exam, they were all taken out for ninjas from other villages to live and rest. Okay, then Mr. Bai Yu, shall we make a decision first? Goodbye. After the case gauge spoke, Tamari, Konkuro and others did not dare to stay too long, said hello and left. Only Bai Yu and Luo Sha were left in the house. Of course, there's Tsunade in the cellar. Jun Bai Yu, actually I have always wanted to ask you something. I was afraid of being rude before, so I didn't dare to ask without permission. Luo Sha's expression was a little unnatural, it can even be said to be a bit embarrassing. But it doesn't matter. It's like this. You are the lord of the Pure Land. I wonder if you have the ability to resurrect the dead. Can you bring my lover Garura back to life? I don't mean the impure world reincarnation kind, but the real one. The resurrection of meaning. I don't have this ability yet, Bai Yu said truthfully. Temporary. However, Luo Sha caught the key word. Just because we can't do it now, doesn't mean we can't do it in the future, right? Since the great lord of the Pure Land used the word temporary, does that mean there is still hope in the future? Thinking of this, Luo Sha was overjoyed, but he didn't dare to pester him too much for fear of angering Bai Yu. After chatting for a few words, he left. Uzumaki Kushina. Kaura, it seems that Rasa still loves you very much, and even thought of resurrecting you completely. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Ah, after Gang learned about Bai Yu's identity and my existence, he didn't even think about begging Bai Yu. Kara. This guy Rasa. Garuruo was very moved. Why doesn't she miss her husband? Ghost Lantern Fantasy Moon. Reversing life and death is taboo. The invention of impure world reincarnation is already very heaven-defying. If it can completely resurrect people, wouldn't it break the cycle of reincarnation? Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Reincarnation is bullshit. Apart from the son of Sage of Six Paths mentioned by the group leader, is there anyone else in this world who can reincarnate? Look at me. Look at you. You have all been dead for who knows how many years, and there is no progress. The so-called reincarnation. This world is inherently unreasonable. Senju Bitsuma. What Izuna said makes sense. Close black lens bracket. This is indeed a very buggy existence. Indra and Ashura will continue to be reincarnated. But what about everyone else? After death, he has been wandering in the Pure Land world. It's the same no matter how many years you've been dead. Third Reikage. Only the legendary Rinnegan can resurrect people, right? And according to the group leader, the restrictions are quite large. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. I also know another technique for resurrecting the dead, called reincarnation. It was an ninjutsu developed by Chiyo's mother-in-law to resurrect her grandson's parents. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Using all of one's own chakra as a medium, one can distribute life to others, and even make puppets gain life. It is a magical technique that converts chakra into life force. However, it has great limitations. It looks like the body of the deceased. It must be complete in recent death. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Well, having said that, I have an immature idea. Open black lens bracket Uzumaki Mito. Tell me. Close black lens bracket, Senju Hashirama. I think if Tobirama were here, he would probably come up with a countermeasure, a way to truly resurrect people. After all, he is the master of forbidden technique. 1. Yes, first generation also thought carefully. He wanted to take this opportunity to ask Bai Yu to help bring his brother back to the group chat. Senju Hashirama. Bai Yu. Ah no, group leader, do you think this will work? Let Tobirama come back first and see if he can come up with a way to resurrect people based on what you said about his own reincarnation. If so, even if he makes up for it, if he can't, how about kicking him out? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket third Reikage. I agree with first generation. Close black lens bracket, Ghost Lantern Wanyue. If the group leader is so generous, he will definitely not be as knowledgeable as second generation, so it doesn't hurt to let him try. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Maybe Nidame, you can really come up with a countermeasure. Anyway, if you can't think of it, you can just kick it out. It's a major event about the complete resurrection of long dead people, and everyone has become 873's lobbyist. After all, it would be great if we could really figure out a way to resurrect them all. Impure world reincarnation and true resurrection are not the same concept. Seeing the excitement among the group, Bai Yu thought for a while, and with a thought, he pulled Senju Tobirama's soul into the group chat again. Bai Yu. Second generation, take a look at the historical message records yourself. If you can make useful suggestions, you can continue to stay in the group, otherwise, I will kick you again. Senju Tobirama was still angry at first, but after looking at the history chat and seeing so many people interceding for him, he finally sighed. After thinking carefully, I started to speak. Senju Tobirama. Chakra is the product of the combination of mental energy and physical energy. To put it bluntly, chakra is equivalent to vitality. The so-called consumption of all vitality is nothing more than a relatively large output of chakra. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. The deceased must have just died. To be precise, the soul must still be in the human world. Otherwise, it will definitely be unable to revolving heaven in the Pure Land world. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. In other words, as long as the soul is alive in the human world, the chakra is enough, and the reincarnation technique is mastered, anyone can definitely be resurrected. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. I suggest that first, Bai Yu use reanimation jutsu to summon anyone to come up, and call him passerby. Then, prepare a container to summon the person who wants to be resurrected, and call him passerby. B. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Let passer use his reincarnated technique to resurrect passerby, because the amount of chakra in the impure world reincarnation body is unlimited. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. In this way, the conditions for the soul of the resurrected object to be alive and the amount of chakra to be large enough are met at the same time. As for the reincarnated technique, it is estimated that it will not be difficult to learn that kind of technique. Even if it's difficult, there's always someone who can learn it. As long as anyone in the group learns it, that's enough. Quiet. Deathly silence. Everyone in the group was breathing rapidly. No one expected that after second generation learned that reincarnation existed in the world, he actually thought of a way to completely resurrect long dead people. And, it looks like you don't have to pay any price. Senju Hashirama. Holy shit. As expected of you as your younger brother, and as worthy of the master of forbidden technique. Close black lens bracket. Third Reikage. I have to admit that second generation's talent in this area is really terrifying. Bai Yu. No, group leader, how about it? Do you want to give it a try? Anyway, there is nothing to lose. As for Chiyo's mother-in-law, if you ask Luo Sha to say something, I believe she will not hesitate to teach you the secret technique. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wanyue. Yes, Lord Group Leader. I am willing to be the first experimental subject and the first person to be resurrected. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Damn it, second Mizukage. Do you want to be shameless? Bai Yu is my Konoha person. You will not be the first in my turn. The entire chat group was completely excited. Because everyone sees the hope of life, the real hope of resurrection from the dead. 68. The first person to be resurrected, success, 2 in 1. Looking at the information in the chat group, Bai Yu was also slightly surprised. Xindao second generation deserves the title of the strongest forbidden technique master, and its ideas are truly unconventional. Bai Yu. Second generation, your idea is good. I will try it out now. If it succeeds, you can continue to stay in the group from now on, but when I speak in the future, I will remember to go through your head. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Close black lens bracket. He wanted to retort a few words. But think about it and forget it. My arms can't hold my thighs. It was the eldest brother who begged a group of ninjas for mercy, and Bai Yu pulled him back. If he kept talking nonsense, he might really be kicked out. Return to endless loneliness? Second generation is not afraid of this. What he was afraid of was that he would not be able to see with his own eyes whether the future of the ninja world would be as ideal as Bai Yu said. Bai Yu. The third case cage has been released by my impure world reincarnation. Now I only need to choose a person to be resurrected. Let's do this. It will be decided by lottery. It is fair and just. Whoever is drawn will be the winner. Close black lens bracket. With a thought, Bai Yu used the ability of the group leader to organize a barrage lottery. The rules are very simple. You only need to send a message and you have the possibility of winning. In an instant, a large number of barrages emerged in the chat group, and even civilians who rarely spoke on weekdays began to become active. After all, this kind of opportunity is rare. What if you get lucky? Haha, take your time. Bai Yu smiled, his mind moved again, and his vision was shared with his clone in Senagakure. In the research institute, a clone stopped what he was doing and walked outside. Group leader, I've been waiting here for a long time. Third Case Cage's impure world reincarnation smiled. Yes, he also saw the information in the chat group. Impure world reincarnation does not mean resurrection. So he is still a dead person in the true sense, so he can continue to check the undead chat group. Well, take me to Grandma Chiyo. 11, good, a small riverside. Haha, I caught a fish, you can have fish soup and porridge tonight. Grandma Chiyo lifted the pole, and she lifted up a fish weighing 5 kilograms and put it in the fish basket. However, Ebizo, who was sitting next to her, said nothing, remained motionless, and did not even blink, as if he was dead. Hey, dead brother, you're pretending to be dead again, right? Humph, I won't pay attention to you. Hey, have you had enough? I am also a well-known medical ninja in the ninja world. You are really dead and pretending to be dead. Do you think I can't see it? As soon as these words came out, Ebizo turned around and grinned. I was discovered by you again. Bang. A violent blow hit him on the forehead. Immediately, Chiyo also laughed. Since Shaw left, Chiyo and her younger brother Ebizo enjoyed fishing. As a consultant to Sand Shinobi, he has been in troubled times for a long time. His resentment towards other countries and anxiety towards his own country have taken deep root in Chiyo's body and mind. But so what? As the years go by, all she can do is wait for death quietly in the remaining years. Oh, the third generation is coming? Granny Chiyo looked to the east and saw two men flying toward them with gold dust on their feet. And, the Lord of the Pure Land. Chiyo was surprised. Brother, stop pretending to be a fool. The Lord of the Pure Land is coming. Hurry up and greet him. The third Kage was reincarnated by Impure World. This is a big event. Everyone in Sand Shinobi knows about it, and Rendai is naturally responsible for it. And as one of the powerful advisors, after obtaining Bai Yu's permission, Luo Sha told Qiandai about Bai Yu's identity and his ideal country. That's why Bai Yu's arrival was so valued by Qindai's mother-in-law. I have seen the third generation, I have seen the Lord of the Pure Land. Grandma Chiyo said hello with great respect. In her heart, Bai Yu was never from Konoha, he was the Lord of the Pure Land. He is the god who will bring peace to the entire ninja world. You're welcome, Granny Qiandai. Bai Yu said, I came here to ask for something. I need you to teach me the technique of reincarnation technique. The Lord of the Pure Land said something serious. It's just a humble technique. Why did you ask for it in the last word? Since you are interested in this gadget, I am extremely honored. Just like a man worth hundreds of billions came to you and asked to lend me 10 yuan to meet an emergency, Chiyo didn't take it seriously at all. Would the Lord of the Pure Land covet such a little trick of mine? He just heard about this technique from somewhere and had a little bit of fun, so he came to him on a whim, right? Bai Yu is very kind to Sand Shinobi, so naturally Chiyo will not refuse this small request. Immediately, Toshiro talked about the operating principle of this technique and the method of performing it. At the same time, the results of the lottery in the chat group are also out. Golden Horn. Holy shit. How come that bitch from second Hokage is so lucky? With so many people, he won the prize. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Congratulations, Naidame. Close black lens bracket, Senju Hashirama. Brother, you are so lucky, I didn't expect you to be the winner. By the way, if you really can be resurrected, remember to teach that bastard monkey in Danzo a lesson for me. Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. Containers are also a big problem. I think that if you want to maximize the strength of second generation during his lifetime, it is best to find an elite Jonin, or even a cage-level strongman, as a container. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wayue. Well, for the group leader, this is just a piece of cake. Aren't there a lot of cage-level experts in the Shao organization? Just go in and grab one. Close black lens bracket. Opening square bracket, closing square bracket. The chat group exploded. Many people envy Senju Tobirama, and of course there are also those who sincerely send their blessings. Some people even think that Bai Yu was operating behind the scenes and deliberately let Tobirama, a forbidden technique master, win the prize in order to learn the technique of reincarnation faster. However, no one dares to say this. Senju Tobirama's lesson is right in front of him. If he dares to speak nonsense again, he might be the next one to be kicked. Senju Tobirama. You are indeed lucky. Anyway, let's see if I can be completely resurrected. If possible. The two traitors, Monkey and Danzo. I will definitely teach you a lesson. Close black lens bracket. How about third Kage? After returning to Sand Shinobi, Bai Yu glanced at third Kage and saw him nodding slightly. Group leader, I have mastered that technique. The principle and release of the technique are not difficult. I think we can try it now, if you find the right container. Okay, I'm going to grab the container now. Lord Leader, what level of container do you plan to capture? Jonin? Or cage level? Just do whatever you want, Bai Yu said indifferently. The first resurrection was just an experiment, and the subject of the experiment was the second generation who got lucky. Why are you so nice to him? Just find someone who is a heinous criminal and has genin strength to make do with it. Let's go to the prison of the Kingdom of Wind. Balls of placer gold appeared at the feet of Bai Yu's clone, dragging him into the air and flying towards the distance. For him now, even if it is just a clone, it is not difficult to break into the prison of the Kingdom of Wind. In just one afternoon, Bai Yu returned to Sand Addiction with a notorious person who had made countless comforts. As for part of the body of second generation, Orochimaru has it ready-made. Jun Bai Yu, I don't know what you want second Hokage's body for? Orochimaru expressed his question and handed a scroll to Bai Yu. Let's do a little experiment. Oh, an interesting experiment? As soon as the word, experiment, was mentioned, Orochimaru no longer felt sleepy. Bai Yu's armor research and development did not involve him at all, which gave him a headache. As soon as I heard that there were new experiments, I immediately became interested. So be it. Then can I visit? Casual. While talking, third Kage also arrived. Seeing that Orochimaru was there, he stopped calling him the leader of the group and changed his name to Mr. Bai Yu. Let's start. Bai Yu formed a seal with his hands, and soon, a huge coffin rose from the ground. Impure World Reincarnation. Orochimaru's pupils shrank. What is Impure World Reincarnation used by Yu-kun? Bang. The coffin lid opens. The second generation walked out of it. He glanced at Orochimaru unkindly, snorted, and then lay down on the ground very cooperatively. Third generation, it's your turn. Good. Third Kazekage walked up to the reincarnation of second generation, the chakra in his hand outputting wildly. At the same time, many seniors in the group also had their hearts in their throats. Open black lens bracket Uzumaki Kushina. Reversal of life and death, is this possible? Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. It shouldn't be a big problem, after all, Tobirama's previous theory is still very feasible. Close black lens bracket. Third Reikage. It must succeed. If it succeeds, I also want to be resurrected. I really want to go back to Cloud Shinobi Village and see my juniors again. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wayue. Well, I miss my old life too, Shiehuo. It's really a desirable thing. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Mikoto. If this method is really feasible, then are we all equivalent to immortality from now on? Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. In theory, this is the case. Close black lens bracket. At this time, Third Kazekage also spoke. Third Kazekage. No, I don't have enough chakra. The strength of this container itself is limited and I cannot fully exert my strength in life. I need to take a short rest. Close black lens bracket. The chakra of impure world reincarnation is indeed infinite. But it needs to be restored. For example, depending on the quality of the container, the amount of strength that can be exerted during life will be different. If the total amount is 100, then after using 0, it is gone and needs to be restored. Impure world reincarnation body chakra is infinite. This infinity is relative, not full of infinite chakra at the beginning. But it recovered quickly. Not long after, the third Kazekage continued to use the impure world reincarnation body of the second generation and was reincarnated. Mr. Bai Yu, what is he doing? Orochimaru asked in surprise. The principle of using reincarnation technique to resurrect people who have been dead for a long time is. Bai Yu didn't hide anything and told Dewey his entire plan. Orochimaru was stunned after hearing this. A complete resurrection? No matter how long you have been dead? This seems to be better than my living corpse reincarnation. Orochimaru was shocked. He couldn't help but admired. Mr. Bai Yu, you are a genius for coming up with this idea. Time flies. 2 days passed in the blink of an eye. Finally, at dawn on the third day, the surface of the second generation impure world reincarnation body has undergone tremendous changes. The ashes receded little by little, the cracks healed little by little, and was replaced by a real human body. It's just that his face and body shape have become a different person. The notorious comfort offender, second Hokage, was it successful? Third Kazekage asked expectantly. Senju Tobirama stood up and looked at his hands. I have indeed been resurrected. Now I can no longer contact the undead chat group, but... He smiled bitterly. But I didn't bring back even 1% of my strength. My current chakra limit and physical fitness are the same as this container. To be precise, I just took away his soul. That's all. Oh, is that so? Third Kazekage frowned. This was a little different from what he expected. He also thought that this resurrection technique was similar to impure world reincarnation. The amount of recovery of the original strength depended entirely on the strength of the container. But the fact is that after resurrection, it is just equivalent to replacing the container itself. Not bad, second generation. Third Kazekage patted his shoulder and smiled. It's already a good thing to be resurrected. How many people can't ask for it? Don't think so much. Senju Tobirama heard this and nodded. Yes, they have all been resurrected, so what else do you expect? Resurrection itself is a good thing that comes only by chance. The upper limit of a ninja is basically determined by birth. Second generation, you will never achieve anything great in this life. This vessel was only as powerful as an ordinary Chunin. Do you still plan to challenge Konoha now? Bayu asked. Go back. Of course I have to go back. Senju Tobirama's eyes flashed with anger. Even if I lose my strength, I am still the teacher of Monkey and Danzo. I want to teach these two traitors a lesson. Group. Mr. Bayu, I hope you can escort me back to Konoha. No problem. Bayu smiled and said, I'm also looking forward to the reunion of your master and apprentice. Let's set off now. 11. 069. Sarutobi Hiruzen killed his master and his scandal was completely exposed, 2 in 1. Senju Hashirama. Success. He actually succeeded in resurrecting a long-dead person. Third Reikage. Well, even though I have lost all my strength during my lifetime, I can return to the world and reunite with my relatives and younger generations. This is a happy thing in itself. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wayue. Why are you so excited for no reason? Group leader, when will the next lottery resurrection start? I can't wait. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Even though we are competing with countless people for a spot, having hope is always a good thing. Close black lens bracket. Jinzhou. Is the group leader here? I'll send you a message when I see it. When will the next resurrection be held? Close black lens bracket. The group members were all excited. With the example of resurrection before their eyes, how could they not be excited? Bai Yu. Let's do it now, but there will be no lottery this time. I will appoint the seniors of Konoha to be resurrected first, because they were the first to help me in the beginning, and the first is the fourth Hokage. Woman. Close black lens bracket. Everyone had no objection to Bai Yu's words, because when Bai Yu was at his weakest, it was Uzumaki Kushina who first gave him the diamond chain. It was Namikaze Minato who first gave him the first powerful jutsu, Flying Thunder God. There is nothing wrong with reciprocating a favor and giving priority to resurrecting others after successfully experimenting with the method of resurrection. Of course, the main reason is that no one dares to have any objections. Third Reikage. Repaying kindness. The group leader is indeed a good person, close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. I wonder what kind of container the group leader plans to find for the Minato couple, close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Thank you Bai Yu-san. I don't have any requirements. As long as I can be resurrected and live with Kushina Naruto again, I will be satisfied, close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. Me too, it doesn't matter how much strength you retain during your lifetime. Of course, it's best to be a female container, and not too ugly. Mitokado Homura. Are the people of Konoha given priority to be resurrected? After that, the rest of the 4 ninja villages, right? Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wayue. That's natural, but it's a pain for all the deceased civilians. Even if the group leader wants to help them resurrect, the ninja world doesn't have that many containers, right? Even if there were, I'm afraid the ninja world wouldn't be able to carry it. So many life forms exist at the same time. 593 after all, in the entire ninja world, countless people have died in countless years. As soon as second Mizukage's words came out, countless civilians in the group became lonely. Yes, for such a good thing as resurrection, can it be the turn of us little transparent people like us? The famous ninjas can't be resurrected, so what does it matter to us? However, Bai Yu's next words still gave them endless hope. Bai Yu. Ninja seniors will definitely be resurrected first, but ordinary members don't have to be discouraged. I will hold irregular lottery events later to open a passage to the human world for ordinary people like you. Close black lens bracket. As soon as he finished speaking, the ordinary people in the group became excited. Everyone shouted long live the group leader, time flies. Another 2 days passed in a blink of an eye. The third session of the Chunin exam also went on as scheduled. There are many people who passed the assessment this time. Because Gaara did not go on a killing spree, Orochimaru's sound ninja subordinates lost contact with Orochimaru and did not dare to act without further instructions. Plus Konoha's cheating, so much so that all genin participating in Konoha passed the second test. In the third round of the Chunin exam, Sarutobi Hiruzen had just finished a series of speeches that made people pee. And the exam rules were announced by Moonlight Hayate. On the big screen, the names scrolled, and the contestants for the first game were about to be selected. However, at this moment, an Anbu appeared next to Sarutobi Hiruzen. Master Third Generation, someone wants to see you. Oh? Who? That man is the notorious one from the Kingdom of Wind. Even though Yu is a prisoner, he claims to be second Hokage Senju Tobirama. The person standing next to him is a clone of Bai Yu. My subordinates and I are not him. Opponent. Absurd. What does this guy Bai Yu want to do again? Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned. It's unforgivable to let a criminal with evil deeds pretend to be my mentor. Go. Call. Forget it, I'll go there myself. Turning around, Third Generation said to Luo Sha. I'm sorry, Mr. Fengying, I have some things to deal with temporarily. It's okay Hokage, just go and do your work. After saying that, Sarutobi Hiruzen quickly returned to the Hokage office building with the Anbu ninja. When he opened the door, he saw an ugly-looking middle-aged man with sinister eyes sitting carelessly on his office chair. He was the only one in the room, and Bai Yu was not seen. Bold. How dare you? Monkey, where is Danzo? Tell him to come over and see me too. Senju Tobirama said unkindly. The reason why he didn't go directly to the venue for the third Chunin exam was because he was afraid of losing face to the whole of Konoha. That's why I chose the Hokage office as the meeting place. Naturally, my own problems have to be solved behind closed doors. Sarutobi Hiruzen's heart trembled. Although he had never seen the other person before, and his voice was very unfamiliar, but that tone and look were all too familiar to him. There is no other person he knows except Mr. Tobirama. Demeanor, tone of voice, eyes, these things can be easily recognized even if the appearance has changed. Because what is in your bones cannot be changed. You. Who are you? You can't be Mr. Tobirama's, he has been dead for many years. It must be Bai Yu's fault again. Sarutobi Hiruzen quickly disrupted the chakra in his body. He felt that he might have been unconsciously affected by Bai Yu's Sharingan illusion. However, monkey, you are very talented. When you were 12 years old, you made your own telescope technique. However, you didn't use it for reconnaissance, but to peek at the women in the village. Because of this, I almost shot you in your home. Blind your eyes. Senju Tobirama recounted countless childhood memories of Sarutobi Hiruzen in one breath. Everything was down to the smallest detail and everything was extremely real. Sarutobi Hiruzen is sweating profusely. To be honest, Even he had almost forgotten many dusty past events, but the other party was able to tell them in full detail. This was not something that could be obtained through simple information. The person in front of me is not my master, so who could he be? Teacher Tobirama. Is it really you? Sarutobi Hiruzen subconsciously took 2 steps back. He couldn't figure it out. How could a person who had been dead for so long suddenly come back to life? Nonsense. Senju Tobirama stepped forward and gave him a loud slap in the face. With Sarutobi Hiruzen's strength, he could escape, but he did not escape. Monkey, you disappoint me so much. What have you done in these years? Of course, I still support the genocide of Uchiha. They are a group of lunatics who can lose control at any time. What a teacher, Tobirama. Can't be wrong. Sarutobi Hiruzen was shocked. For a moment, I had mixed feelings. I don't know if it's good or bad. Teacher, was he resurrected so inexplicably? Then, will he take over Konoha from now on? What should I do if he asks me to hand over power? Forcing himself to suppress the shock in his heart, Sarutobi Hiruzen said, Teacher Tobirama, I'm sorry that I failed to live up to your high expectations. Can I ask you how you came back to life? This is simply incredible. After all, you have been gone for so long. You don't need to know this, BCFH. You just need to know that I am resurrected. Okay, then, Teacher Tobirama, can you be resurrected infinitely in the future? No, Senju Tobirama shook his head. I guess this is the only chance. It was a stroke of luck for second generation to get the spot for resurrection. Will Bai Yu give him a second chance? Obviously it's impossible, I see. But this resurrection is enough. Tobirama-sensei, with your strength, we can restore Konoha to the glory of the #1 ninja village. Strength? Haha. The strength I have now is just that of a Chunin. By the way, Shaomoji, go and call that traitor Danzo over to me. Okay, Mr. Tobirama, puff. The moment Sarutobi Hiruzen spoke, his body suddenly rushed forward, and a right hand forcefully penetrated the heart of second generation. Yu? Looking at his penetrated heart and Sarutobi Hiruzen's ferocious expression, second generation's face was full of disbelief. I'm sorry, Mr. Tobirama, Sarutobi Hiruzen said in a deep voice. The Konoha now is no longer the Konoha you were in charge of back then. With only the strength of Chunin, you will not bring any value to Konoha, but will only bring endless benefits. The unknown threat, the dead should stay well in the Pure Land world. Sarutobi Hiruzen is very smart. He confirmed 3 things one after another. First, this person is indeed a teacher. Second, he only has this chance to be reborn. Third, the second generation only has Chunin strength left. Therefore, a dark plan was hatched in Sarutobi Hiruzen's mind. Keeping second generation is not a good thing for him. Who has the final say in the future of Konoha? Is it a second generation teacher or yourself? Most likely a second generation teacher, right? This is something he will never allow. Monkey. Why are you feeling the passage of life? Senju Tobirama looked at Sarutobi Hiruzen in confusion. He couldn't believe that his proudest student would actually kill him with his own hands. Sorry, teacher second generation, there can only be one Hokage in Konoha, and that is me. If there is another one, it can only be my son, Sarutobi Asuma. Don't blame me, if the first person you saw today was Danzo, he would definitely make the same choice as me. A person who has no value and has been dead for a long time has no need to be resurrected. Sarutobi Hiruzen slowly supported Senju Tobirama's body and said softly, Take a deep breath, dizziness is normal. When you die completely, there will be no more pain, Teacher Tobirama. Soon. In just a few seconds, Senju Tobirama died completely again. Fire style, great fireball technique. A fire destroyed all traces of the corpse, as if Senju Tobirama had never existed. A tear fell from the corner of Sarutobi Hiruzen's eye. Having killed his master with his own hands, he felt uncomfortable and ashamed. But who let the second generation lose the strength it had in life and still have the threat of seizing power? If Senju Tobirama retains his original strength, then Sarutobi Hiruzen will definitely give up the position of Hokage very wisely. Because he knows that he, the so-called ninja doctor, cannot be the opponent of the master of forbidden technique. But unfortunately, there is no if in the world. Wow. A violent uproar came from the arena of the third Chunin exam. Sarutobi Hiruzen frowned upon hearing this. Did something happen in the examination room? Why was there such a loud exclamation? Just when he was wondering, an Anbu ninja came to him in a hurry. No. That's not good, third generation Sama. What are you so nervous about? Is this your quality as an Anbu ninja? How decent is it? Speak slowly. Sarutobi Hiruzen drank. He was in a bad mood at the moment. After all, he had just killed his teacher with his own hands, and his heart was in chaos. Sorry, Lord Third Generation. What you did in the office just now, you didn't know who used a magical technique to knock you into the examination room of the third exam. The fact that you personally killed your mentor Senju Tobirama was seen by the ninjas in each village and the people of Konoha. Hurry up and explain, the situation will soon be out of control. Anbu Ninja said in a panic. Yes, this is what Bai Yu did. A clumsy investigative technique like the telescope technique, with Bai Yu's current ability, can be easily invented and improved. Ever since, everyone witnessed the whole process of Sarutobi Hiruzen's murder of his master. Wah! What? The hairs all over Sarutobi Hiruzen stood on end. The despicable thing he just did was seen by all the ninjas in the village and the villagers of Konoha. Oops! Sarutobi Hiruzen hurriedly ran towards the examination room. My heart is like falling into an ice cellar. He knew that he was probably completely doomed this time. Public opinion is like a knife, it can kill people. Is a person who can kill a master worthy of being Konoha's Hokage? I'm afraid the villagers' spit could drown me. At the same time, seniors in the group chat who watched the whole process were also shocked. Third Hokage is awesome. Dare to kill the teacher? Knowing that it is the real Senju Tobirama, can you still be so ruthless? As for those who died again, Senju Tobirama, who re-entered the Undead chat group, was also completely furious. 70. Third generation will die and be cast aside forever, 2 in 1. Uchiha Izuna. Ahaha, I laughed so hard, you idiot Tobirama, you are such a good apprentice. Close black lens bracket. Third Reikage. Deceiving the teacher and destroying the ancestor. Sarutobi Hiruzen really has a way. I used to think that this person was just a little darker, but he was still an excellent ruler, but now it seems. Tisk tisk. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Fantasy Moon. Third generation's killing intent is very firm, as if it has made some kind of determination. Close black lens bracket. Uzumaki Kushina. I never expected that smelly old man to be such a person. He was so good at pretending. Until I died many years ago, I thought he was a loyal elder. Today his ugly face was finally exposed. Close black lens bracket. The chat group completely exploded. Who would have thought that Sarutobi Hiruzen was such a person? Everyone just felt that their 3 views had been subverted. Distortion. Open black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Third generation Sama, is the position of the Hokage that important to him? Close black lens bracket. To say that the saddest person in the group at this moment must be 4th generation. He has always been looking towards the sun. No, he is the sun. He has always believed that Konoha is beautiful and kind. Especially the 3rd Hokage, he is a loyal elder. But this result really broke his heart. Uzumaki Mito. It makes no sense. If Sarutobi Hiruzen was so obsessed with the position of Hokage, why would he pass it to Minato in advance? Close black lens bracket. Golden Horn. Haha, isn't this simple? Orochimaru, Jiraiya, and Tsunade, who had not defected before, are all good candidates for the Hokage, and they are all good enough. The 4th Hokage is a very nice person, as the saying goes, kindness cannot be dealt with. Bing, a puppet like this is the easiest to control. Close black lens bracket. Namikaze Minato. Now think about it carefully, when I was the Hokage, all the orders I issued had to be approved by the 3rd generation. He has also been bullying me to handle all the affairs in the village. At that time, he said, it was to allow me to become familiar with how to become an excellent Hokage as quickly as possible. Now that I think about the entire Konoha, he has always been in control. Maybe it is true that as Golden Horn said, I am the puppet of the 3rd generation. Close black lens bracket. Minato is like a dream before you wake up, like a dream before you wake up. After suddenly realizing it, I felt as if I had lost something. Belief. In fact, his belief all along was not the will of fire or Konoha, but Sarutobi Hiruzen. 3rd generation is his belief, but now, this belief is shattered. Senju Hashirama. This, brother, are you okay? Close black lens bracket. 1st generation is actually more open-minded. This is also related to his character. He was angry, but what he was thinking about most now was his younger brother Tobirama. Being killed by your beloved disciple with your own hands, and then being laughed at by all the ninjas in the group, isn't that a good feeling? Senju Tobirama. Brother, I'm fine, haha, monkey is very good, he's really good. Close black lens bracket. Are you really okay? How can it be? The 2nd generation has already doubted life. Ghost Lantern Moon. Sarutobi Hiruzen is really a bastard. Bai Yu group leader, I suggest you directly use thunderous means to kill him. Close black lens bracket. 3rd Reikage. Yes. Kill that beast who deceived the teacher and destroyed the ancestors. Eliminate harm to Konoha and the ninja world. Close black lens bracket. Yin Zhao. If you don't kill this kind of person, why don't you keep him alive for the new year? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. 2nd Tsuchikage. Kill him. Just in time to make Princess Tsunade the 5th Hokage. Close black lens bracket. The crowd is excited. Countless people were denouncing Sarutobi Hiruzen and encouraged Bai Yu to kill him. At this moment, the 3rd examination room of the Chunin exam. The Konoha villagers, ninjas, and ninjas from other villages who saw what Sarutobi Hiruzen did in the crystal ball also became excited. Senju Tobirama. Isn't that 2nd Hokage? He hasn't been dead for many years, why is he resurrected? This is not surprising. 2nd Hokage is a forbidden technique master in the ninja world. He has invented countless forbidden techniques in his life. It is reasonable to come up with a technique of resurrection from the dead. Well, didn't Sarutobi Hiruzen also admit that the other party was his teacher Senju Tobirama? You know clearly that he is your teacher. There have been many years of separation between master and apprentice. Shouldn't it be a good time to reminisce about old times when we first meet? It will be a warm scene? Haha, that is the position of Hokage, the power that countless people can go crazy for. Tisk, tisk. You can kill the teacher just for the sake of being the Hokage? The second generation didn't even say that they would compete with him for the Hokage's position? Such people are worse than beasts. Our Konoha has really lost face today. Such a person does not deserve to be the Hokage of Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen, get out of Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen, get out of Konoha. Sarutobi Hiruzen, get out of the wood. The crowd is excited. The angriest people are those from Konoha. The Chunin exam, with so many people from other villages here, the scandal in Konoha today will definitely spread throughout the entire ninja world. From now on, I'm afraid you won't dare to say that you are from Konoha when you go out, right? It's embarrassing. Bai Yu, is the person in the crystal ball just now really the second Hokage? Tsunade also doubted that he was alive and asked in disbelief. It is really unimaginable that her mentor would be such a villain who would do anything for power. Yes. Bai Yu nodded. The second generation was resurrected by me. He said he wanted to teach the monkey a lesson, but he didn't expect this to be the result. It was a waste. You were resurrected? Tsunade was slightly surprised. This guy actually has the ability to resurrect the dead? Or someone long dead? Well, just wait and see the fun. Bai Yu smiled and said, your teacher is destined to step down from the position of Hokage. Tsunade said nothing, feeling mixed emotions in his heart. Outside the examination room, Sarutobi Hiruzen had just arrived and was about to go in when he was stopped by a figure. Danzo. What do you want to do? Hiruzen, your Hokage is over. Danzo sneered. No matter what you explain now, you can't explain it clearly. This kind of thing will only get darker and darker. Whizzing, soon, two other figures rushed over to him. It was the two elders. Third generation. What is going on? Is the person who appeared in the office really Tobirama-sensei? Utatane Kaharu asked with a stern face. Even Mitokado Homura glared. This, Sarutobi Hiruzen hesitated. How to explain? Say that person is not. Who could it be if it wasn't second generation? Konoha specially created a small program to enliven the atmosphere? Taking advantage of Konoha's reputation and second Hokage's spirit in the sky to create atmosphere? Will anyone believe it? Why? 1. Sighing. Sarutobi Hiruzen seemed to have aged more than 10 years. It must be the teacher. I don't know how he came back from the dead. As for the rest, I don't want to explain too much. Gently taking off the Hokage hat, Sarutobi Hiruzen knew that his Hokage was really over. The tone that had been tense for decades seemed to be suddenly removed. Taking off the hat, doesn't it mean taking off the disguise? I'm sorry Danzo, Kaharu, Homura, I personally killed the master. As the third Hokage, I always have to give an explanation to Konoha and the entire ninja world. Let's go in. For a moment, Sarutobi Hiruzen's eyes flashed with the will to die. The winner is the king and the loser is the bandit, there is nothing to say. Now that the revelation has happened, it's just a death. As a ninja, he has long been aware of death, but Sarutobi Hiruzen is ready to die with a bang. He had already prepared a speech in his mind that would touch people's hearts and make them urinate. However, puff, a sharp short blade passed through his back without any warning. He struggled to turn around. Tuan. Danzo. HMPH, Hiruzen, you deserve to die for bullying your master and destroying your ancestors. As a teacher's student, it is my unshirkable responsibility to clean up the family for him. Whoa. The red blade was drawn out, and Danzo just watched quietly as Sarutobi Hiruzen's life faded away. There was a hint of cruelty in his eyes and a hint of, farewell. Goodbye old man. After fighting for so many years, I finally won. In fact, Danzo knows very well that in the fifth Hokage, there is a high probability that it will not be his turn. Because for many years, as the root of Konoha, I have been dealing with dirty things. There was too much blood on my hands. Two elders, agree with yourself Hokage? Orochimaru defected, but there are also Jiraiya and Tsunade. These are the candidates for fifth generation that everyone expects. Without the support of the elders and the support of many prominent families in Konoha, I would not be able to become a Hokage. But now, it's different. Danzo catches Sarutobi Hiruzen before he commits suicide and eliminates this traitor who deceived his master and destroyed his ancestors. Save Konoha's lost face in the ninja world. As far as Konoha is concerned, it is a great achievement. Same in the Fire Nation, it's enough to gain the favor of the people of Konoha village. And the favor of the daimyo of the Land of Fire. Once you have the recognition of the people and the support of the daimyo, if you want to be a Hokage, at least your chances of success will be much higher. Danzo, what are you doing? Utatane Kaharu exclaimed. Clean up the house, didn't I just say that? Danzo lifted Sarutobi Hiruzen's body with one hand, and after a few ups and downs, he arrived at the bustling examination room. Everyone, Sarutobi Hiruzen, has been executed, bang. Danzo threw the body to the ground hard. In an instant, the entire examination room was silent. Maybe many people don't know me. Here, let me introduce myself. My name is Shimura Danzo. I am the apprentice of second Hokage Senju Tobirama. I have served as captain of Anbu. He has been in charge of the roots and participated in the Great Ninja War. Third Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen deceived his master to destroy his ancestors and killed his master with his own hands. Everyone must have seen it. I am also heartbroken. Such a person is not worthy of being the Hokage of Konoha, so I have to clean up the family for my master. Good. Well done. Danzo's few words once again aroused people's emotions. Applause came one after another, and more people knew that Danzo existed in Konoha. It seems that this is a veteran of Konoha. He holds an important position in the village and has participated in the Great Ninja War. Isn't it true that he is a disciple of second Hokage? This old man is quite powerful. He actually killed Sarutobi Hiruzen, known as Dr. Ninja, so easily. Decisive in killing, clear in love and hate. If such a person can become my fifth Hokage in Konoha, that would be great too. Fortunately, Shimura Danzo stood up in time and killed the evil Sarutobi Hiruzen immediately, otherwise our Konoha would be in great disgrace. Public opinion began to shift. Not to mention that the villagers directly recognized Danzo, but at least they really gained him a lot of favorability. Sarutobi-sensei. Tsunade's body trembled. Although Sarutobi Hiruzen's behavior is outrageous, Tsunade, who has learned skills from him since childhood, still has a good relationship with him. It's very deep. How could she not be sad when she suddenly saw her teacher dead? Danzo. This bastard. Tsunade gritted his teeth and rubbed his fists, already on the verge of breaking out. Calm down. Bai Yu said calmly. He has good morale now, and he is still on the side of justice. Killing him at this time will not help you become the fifth Hokage. Open black lens bracket Senju Hashirama. Yes. Suna, calm down. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Danzo, this old bastard, is quite good at finding every opportunity. He actually took the lead and killed Sarutobi Hiruzen. This is going to be difficult. Tsunade has an extra fifth Hokage. A competitor. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. Haha, what's the point? Why not just kill him? Kill whoever dares to compete. Kill all the competitors. In the end, only Tsunade will be the one. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. That makes sense. Just let Danzo be proud for a while, and when the group leader takes action, he will be wrong. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Sarutobi Hiruzen. Where is this? Close black lens bracket yes. After Sarutobi Hiruzen clicked, he was automatically pulled into the chat group immediately. Sarutobi Bawako. Hiruzen, you disappoint me so much. I didn't expect that my husband turned out to be such a despicable villain. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Haha, monkey, you have really grown up. If you dare to kill the teacher, you are the one. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. What a bullshit. My brother was finally resurrected, and you actually killed him again. The Bai Yu group leader will probably not resurrect him next time. Close black lens bracket. Third Reikage. Sarutobi Hiruzen, you have been scolded when you were alive, and you have to continue to be scolded after you die. How does it feel? Ha 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 ha. Close black lens bracket. Golden Horn. Haha, look. Third Hokage is completely stupid. Close black lens bracket. Looking at the messages in the chat group. Sarutobi Hiruzen was slightly confused. Aren't you already dead? What is this thing called a chat group? Ever since, he looked through a lot of historical chat records and in the end, he felt numb. What? There are actually all the deceased senior heroic spirits in the ninja world here. In other words, what I did was known to all the seniors and juniors in the ninja world. In the Pure Land world, Sarutobi Hiruzen shivered all over. I thought that when I died, everything would end. How can I imagine that I will not be able to live in peace even after death? Ashamed and guilty. Sarutobi Hiruzen wishes he could die again. But the problem is, he is already dead now and cannot die anymore. In other words, you will have to live forever and be scolded every day, all the time? To be spurned by the living and spurned by the dead forever? 71. Gaara breaks one of Luosha's hands, a loving father and a filial son, 2 in 1. Fire. Grandpa Hokage, is he actually a bad guy? Xiao Li looked at his body in despair, his body trembling slightly. How could this happen? Tianshan also exclaimed. Haha, how many of the so-called senior leaders of Konoha are not dark? Neji's white eyes seemed to see through everything, and he patted his two companions on the shoulders. Think openly, this is just the tip of the iceberg. The real power struggle is more cruel than you imagine. Crack. Akamichi Choji paused while chewing potato chips. To be precise, his jaw almost dropped. Third generation Sama killed Naidame? Hasn't Naidame been dead for a long time? Also, third generation Sama, he is the most so kind, why? It's too scary. Is being a Hokage really that important? Yamanaka Ino murmured. I don't want to be a Hokage in this life. It's a beautiful idea. Do you still want to be a Hokage? Narashikamaru smiled bitterly. Women, the most troublesome thing, more troublesome than women, is probably the endless power struggle, right? Dead. Hinata was frightened like a frightened kitten, and even cried out of fear. Inazuka Kiba frowned. Is this the truly unknown side of third generation? And that Danzo doesn't look like a good person either. Beside, Aburame Shino's sunglasses flashed with light, and he whispered softly, "Insect, do you also feel the tremor? Hey, look how scared the children are. Why did everything suddenly become like this?" Akamichi sighed and shook his head. "The world of ninja is about to change," Narashikaku said solemnly. "The second Hokage actually came back from the dead. As for the third generation can do that kind of thing. In fact, I don't not surprising, Asuma is probably the one feeling the most uncomfortable right now, right?" Follow the gazes of the two people. In front of the corpse, a man was kneeling. It is none other than the third generation's son, Sarutobi Asuma. "Father, you." Asuma burst into tears. He has been a rebellious child since he was a child. He has been working hard to prove that he can become an excellent person even if he is separated from his father's halo. So he became the guardian of the 12 ninja. Today, the once strict father, the once most respected Hokage died in front of him. He couldn't accept it. It's not that he couldn't accept his father's death. As an excellent ninja, he had long been prepared to face death. Including one's own death, or the death of relatives and friends. However, my father died in a very disgraceful way. He hated Danzo for killing his father, but he couldn't take revenge because he was trying to clean up the school. He also hated his father and why he was so obsessed with Hokage's position that he even killed his teacher for it. Bai Yu. Whoosh, 4th Mizukage Luo Sha came to Bai Yu. He asked solemnly. Well, second Hokage Senju Tobirama suddenly resurrected from the dead. Although he appeared as a stranger, but was that done by you? Resurrecting the dead, and resurrecting people who had been dead for a long time, the first thing Luo Sha thought of was Riley. Apart from Bai Yu, he really couldn't think of anyone else in the ninja world who had such an ability. Well, it's me, but didn't you say before that you don't have it yet? Yeah, I didn't have it when you asked me. Bai Yu smiled and said, but after you asked me, I discussed it with those people in the Pure Land world and came up with the idea of completely living and dying. The way of a long-lasting man. What? Luo Sha was shocked. This surprise is no small matter. Doesn't it mean that his wife Garura will also have a chance in the future? Well, Mr. Bai Yu, you don't know my previous request. Don't worry, San Shinobi, as the first force I joined after leaving Konoha, also provided me with some help. I will repay you, your wife Garura, and I will resurrect him one day. Thank you, Mr. Bai Yu. Luo Sha is excited. Will my wife really be resurrected one day? It's really exciting just thinking about it. Thinking of his wife, Luo Sha couldn't help but glance at Gaara. Gaara already knows that the relationship between me and Gaara is very bad. How about relaxing the relationship with my son before she is resurrected? If not, I am afraid that I will inevitably suffer domestic violence. With this thought, Luo Sha came to Gaara. The corners of his mouth raised, his eyes narrowed into crescent moons, and he said with a smile, Son, are you thirsty or hungry? Dad will buy you something to eat and drink. Gaara. Why did Feng Ying, who hated himself the most and regarded himself as a failure, suddenly become gentle? Fake. This person must be someone else pretending to be him. My father can't be so gentle. A wisp of sand slowly floated out from the gourd, turned into a big hand and slowly moved towards Luo Sha. Luo Sha took a look. Oh, does my son want to reconcile with me? Gaara has always been shy about words. He wanted to touch me, but he was too embarrassed to use his hands, so he used sand instead. Thinking of this, Luo Sha smiled and stretched out his right hand to shake the sandy hand. The next second, sand-bound coffin, Gaara shouted. Bang. Ah. With Feng Ying's scream, his entire hand was blown into pieces. Immediately afterwards, a puppet hugged him from behind. Tamari fanned his fan, and the wind shadow was blown up to the sky and far away. HMPH, pretending to be my father is just asking for death, Konkuro sneered. Tamari also said disdainfully. That's right, my father has never been so gentle to me, let alone to Gaara. If you dare to become the Case Cage, you should be prepared to accept the wrath of the San Shinobi ninja. Bai Yu. Everyone in Bai Yu was dumbfounded. Today is really interesting. The third Hokage killed his mentor himself. Danzo personally killed his old comrade for many years. Feng Ying's 3 children reasonably beat their father away and broke one of his hands? What are you doing? Bai Yu asked confused. Obviously, Mr. Bai Yu. Tamari chuckled. That bastard pretended to be 4th Case Cage just now, damn it. Gaara only cut off one of his hands, which is already an advantage for him. Bai Yu. But, he is really 4th Case Cage, not just pretending. Gaara. Tamari. Konkuro. The 3 little ones were all stunned. Is that gentle guy just now really my biological father? Just when he was wondering, a loud shout resounded through the sky. Treason. They are all traitors. They are treasonous and unethical. Looking up, I saw a man standing on a ball of sand with his hand broken and still bleeding. He glared at the 3 Gaaras. It's rare for me to be a loving father, but you let me lose so completely, Joe. Third Raikage. Ha ha ha, I'm so damn funny. Case Cage's family is really interesting. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Who says it's not the case? It's probably because the 3 children are used to domestic violence, and are a little uncomfortable with their father's sudden tenderness, so they treat it as a fake, right? 1. Ghost Lantern Wanyue. I can only say that this time, Feng Ying and his family are really showing off, close black lens bracket. A group of people were joking. Garuda, on the other hand, covered his forehead with black lines all over his face. Shame on you, Kararo. Rasa, this bastard, group leader, give him a good punch for me, close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Bai Yu. It takes a little effort, close black lens bracket bang. Luo Sha, who was in a rage, was about to get angry, but was knocked out of the sky by Bai Yu's punch. After floating for a long time, he fell from the top of Konoha Shinobi Hospital and landed on the hospital bed very accurately. Immediately afterwards, a severed hand fell from the sky. The Konoha medical ninjas who were working were startled. Who? I'm 4th Case Cage Luo Sha. Can you do me a favor and help me untie my severed hand? It's just broken and it should still be in time. Luo Sha smiled bitterly. He knew that his landing point must have been deliberately arranged by Mr. Bai Yu. Only then did I realize that if I don't reattach my severed hand quickly, I might be disabled for life. This. Who can actually break one of 4th Case Cage's hands? My son. Medical ninja. Chunin exam room. Okay, you guys have come all the way, but I let you see this big joke. I'm really sorry. Let's continue with the exam. After Danzo made the announcement, he sat directly at the seat where Sarutobi Hiruzen was supposed to be seated. And he didn't forget to take a deep look at Bai Yu. The force of that punch just now was powerful enough. This little guy indeed has cage-level power. The episode of Sarutobi Hiruzen's death had a great impact on Konoha's morale. Many children who were originally able to win in the battle lost the game listlessly due to collapse of faith. For example, Shikamaru, after fighting Tamari for only a few rounds, sighed and went straight to ninjutsu. For example, Inuzuka Kiba, even his puppy Akamaru no longer has the will to fight. Rock Lee was even more devastated and had no fighting spirit. As soon as he came on the field, he immediately admitted defeat before the fight even started. Yamanaka Ino, Akamichi Choji. All Konoha Genin are like this. Is what they believe in really the will of fire? No. In fact, they themselves may not know that what they really believe in is just Sarutobi Hiruzen. When Sarutobi Hiruzen's image collapsed, their faith also collapsed, which is very scary. Fortunately, they are okay. What's more, for example, some ninjas in Konoha who were loyal to Sarutobi Hiruzen, including individual Anbu ninjas, couldn't bear such a heavy blow and committed suicide directly. So much so that the entire Chunin exam made Konoha a huge joke. Hyuga Neji is better. He doesn't have much sense of belonging to his own family, let alone the 3rd generation. But unfortunately, the person he was fighting in this round was Bai Lee. Open black lens bracket Hyuga Hazashi. Sir, group leader, can you see me talking now? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Bai Yu. I wonder if Senior Hyuga has any advice? Close black lens bracket. Hyuga Hazashi. Leader of the group, can you not let Neji lose too quickly? I'm afraid of hurting him, so it's best. Bai Yu. I understand, don't worry, I will take care of his feelings. Close black lens bracket. Taking his energy away from the group chat, Bai Yu glanced at Hyuga Neji. At the same time, Hyuga Neji also looked at him. Just now, Neji saw Bai Yu's punch that knocked Feng Ying away. The power of that blow and the strength were just right. Neji was naturally not as good as Bai Yu. I also know that in this game, I will most likely lose. Bai Yu, I admire you very much. I admire your courage and dare to betray Konoha. Not many people have such courage. Hyuga Neji seems to appreciate Bai Yu's rebellious spirit. Come on, let's fight. I also want to see how big the gap is between you and me. Good. After a brief chat, the two stood together and fought back and forth with each other. At the beginning, Neji thought that Bai Yu was just a little stronger and a little faster, and maybe not as good as him in martial arts. Otherwise, he would have lost long ago. But as he continued to fight, Neji realized something was wrong. Are you guiding the battle? Ning was shocked 3.4 times. Guidance battle refers to the teaching nature of the battle between teachers or first-class masters. The battle that has the meaning of instructing and guiding young people is called guidance battle. At this moment, Neji completely understood how big the gap was between himself and the peers in front of him. Mr. Bai Yu, please do your best. That would be the greatest respect for me. Neji smiled bitterly. He would rather make a mistake and lose quickly. Good. Bai Yu nodded, and then punched Neji directly on the ground and fainted. Sorry, I still can't do my best, otherwise you will die. 3rd Reikage. Ha ha ha. Young people are good. They have high sleep quality and just fall asleep. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Moon. At this age, with such fighting talent, this little guy Neji is pretty good. Close black lens bracket. Hyuga Hazashi. Thank you, group leader. Although in the end, it was also the child's request. No wonder you. I'm very grateful that you could play with him for so long. Close black lens bracket. Tip. Group member Hyuga Hizashi rewards the group leader for blood succession limit. Bai Kugan. Bai Yu. Are you too polite? It's just a matter of effort. Close black lens bracket. The eye roll was an unexpected bonus that he didn't expect. For Bai Yu now, this can only be regarded as the icing on the cake. However, it is better than nothing. It's almost time. It's time to end this farce. Tsunade, it's your turn. The people of Konoha are all looking forward to the 5th Hokage. He ordered to Tsunade. Hearing this, Tsunade nodded. Although her heart is still extremely complicated at this moment. But he still released the transformation technique and slowly walked towards the seating table. 72. Kill Danzo and the Akatsuki organization comes to your door, 2 in 1. That's that. A figure suddenly appeared on the stage, causing ordinary villagers and ninjas in Konoha to breathe quickly. The majestic headlight, golden hair, haki and temperament that are far beyond men, who is Princess Tsunade of Konoha. Tsunade-sama is back. Great, I was worried before that the 3rd generation would die suddenly and there would be chaos in Konoha without a leader, and other ninja villages would take the opportunity to invade. That's right. It's perfect to have Tsunade-sama lead Konoha and become the 5th Hokage. Only a few people discovered that there were a few unfamiliar faces among the civilians. That's right, that's Bai Yu's shadow clone, and the transformation technique performed by shadow clone, which is used to set the rhythm and act as a support. Tsunade. Are you back? Danzo asked with a frown. The people he least wanted to see now were Tsunade and Jiraiya. Well, it's just that I didn't expect that after leaving Konoha for so many years, I would see you kill my teacher when I came back. Danzo, you are very capable. Tsunade snorted coldly. He immediately ignored Danzo and faced the villagers. People of Konoha, I have seen and understood everything that happened today. My teacher Senju Tobirama did something that outraged both humans and gods. I am sorry for this, but he is already dead. Konoha cannot be leaderless. Is there any objection to me being the 5th Hokage? How did Tsunade look like this to participate in the election campaign? It is clearly telling everyone in the form of a notice. After all, the person standing behind her is the Lord of the Pure Land, and he is very confident. He is bound to win the position of Hokage. As for the choice of Hokage, does it need the approval of the daimyo? No problem. If the daimyo doesn't approve, then there is no need for him to keep his head. Bai Yu will send him to the Pure Land of Paradise. I agree. I am willing to let Tsunade-sama be the Hokage of Konoha. 12. I agree too. Under the coaxing of the few people arranged by Bai Yu, public opinion is developing in a good direction. Basically, all Konoha villagers support Tsunade becoming the 5th generation. I object. Danzo tapped his cane on the ground and snorted coldly. Your teacher Senju Tobirama is a sinner, and you are a sinner, and you are not worthy of being my 5th Hokage of Konoha. Huh? Interesting. Tsunade looked at Danzo coldly. I am a sinner, so who are you? A sinner's comrade? A sinner's old buddy? I don't deserve to be the 5th generation, are you? Tsunade, stop making excuses with your clever words. Danzo said calmly. I am a member of the 2nd Hokage's elite guard team. My allegiance is to the 2nd Hokage teacher and Konoha. Okay, stop arguing. At this time, Udatane Kaharu and Midokado Homura came up. He glanced at the two of them respectively. When it comes to the 5th generation, it still needs to be discussed by Konoha's top management before making a decision. What's the fuss about here? Do you still think Konoha didn't lose enough people today? Soon, Danzo and Tsunade were taken away. Well, boring. Tamari curled her lips. I'll return the favor. If Danzo can fight, there will be a good show. Should the game continue? Konkuro asked. I want to continue. Bai Yu said, but I'm not interested anymore. Let's take a step first. If you want, you can continue to play here, but remember to try not to hurt others. Yes, Bai Li-jun. Ghost Lantern Moon. Well, this guy Danzo is so ambitious that he even started a Hokage fight with Tsunade. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Hey, when I passed the position of Hokage to the monkey, Danzo must have always held a grudge. In fact, he is not the only one. Which ninja has not had a dream of becoming a shadow? Close black lens bracket. 3rd Reikage. Haha, I think it's better to pass it on to Danzo. Danzo is at least honest and upright, unlike that hypocritical bitch like Senju Tobirama, who is willing to do anything for the sake of power, deceiving his teachers and destroying his ancestors. Close black lens bracket. Golden Horn. Lord Group Leader, I suggest that after you resurrect us all in the future, you don't resurrect that old bastard Senju Tobi, and let him go on endlessly alone. Close black lens bracket. Silverhorn. Haha, what a great idea. Close black lens bracket. Looking at the messages in the chat group, Senju Tobirama felt filled with regret. Yes. Regret? If I had been kinder to Bai Yu, more tolerant, or even if I hadn't attacked 2nd generation's resurrected body just now, Bai Yu might be able to resurrect him in the future. He checked a large number of historical chat records. Also found a lot of useful information. That is, that guy Bai Yu can resurrect long dead people. And it is 100% resurrected, with no cost except a container. When he thought that most people in Konoha would be able to see the light of day again in the future, and only he would wander in the Pure Land forever, he felt uncomfortable in his heart. Don't worry about scarcity, worry about inequality. No comparison, no harm. Senju Tobirama. Monkey, where did you die when you stepped on the horse? Come out here, I have something to ask you. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. Monkey. Where are the people? Close black lens bracket. Second generation kept scolding the group. But where does Sarutobi Hiruzen dare to bubble up? Not to be scolded to death. It's better to pretend that you can't see anything and be a diving toad. However, things did not go as he expected. Bai Yu. It seems that everyone misses third Hokage. In that case, I will share his interface with everyone. Close black lens bracket. With a thought, two pictures appeared in everyone's eyes. The one on the left is Bai Yu's shared vision. The one on the right is the old face of Sarutobi Hiruzen. Sarutobi Hiruzen has become a group member, so Bai Yu naturally has the ability to share his pictures with others. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Damn it! Can all the dead people in the ninja world see my face all the time? Third generation's face becomes increasingly gloomy. That bastard Bai Yu, isn't this looking for scolding for yourself? Third Reikage. Haha. Look at Sarutobi Hiruzen's bad look. Damn, I want to give him a thunderplow right now. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wanyue. Ugly. Extremely ugly. Close black lens bracket. Jin Zhao. Seeing this face makes me feel a little nauseous, although I have no stomach now. Close black lens bracket. Yin Jiao. Lord Group Leader, can you turn off the screen? I feel sick when I see that dog face. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Panasonic Suzuki. Sarutobi Hiruzen. Shall I draft it? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. Who are you? Close black lens bracket. Panasonic Suzuki. I am just an ordinary citizen with no name. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Sarutobi Bawako. Do you have a grudge against third generation? Close black lens bracket. Matsushita Suzuki. No grudge, but I just can't stand such a villain. I just want to kill Tamar. Do you have any objections? Close black lens bracket. Hokage office. At this moment, in addition to the two elders, there were also many elite Jonin from Konoha gathered in the office. I agree with Tsunade becoming the fifth generation. Me too. Me too. Almost everyone is on Tsunade's side. The choice is not difficult. No one would choose Danzo. HMPH. You will regret it. Danzo glanced at Tsunade with a sinister look, then glanced around the crowd, then turned around and disappeared into the darkness. He knows that he can't change everyone's minds, and he can't be the fifth generation without everyone's support. Danzo hates it so much. If Tsunade is no longer here, then there is a high probability that he will become the new fifth generation, right? It's a pity that there is no if in the world. Bai Yu. That little guy is unfathomable. All the ninjas from San Shinobi are following him. Tsunade used the transformation technique before and is also following him. What kind of secret does he have? The Mangekyo slowly rotated under the bandage. Danzo made up his mind. Bai Yu, I want to see what secrets you have. However, the moment he returned to his roots, Danzo was stunned. I saw a person sitting carelessly in his place. It was Bai Li. Bold. How dare you break in? Okay, stop talking nonsense and just do it. Bai Yu waved his hand, too lazy to talk to him. He knew that Danzo would definitely not accept Tsunade becoming the fifth generation and would definitely make some small moves behind his back. Just come here and kill him. Haha, you're not too soft-spoken. Danzo sneered, and the bandage on his head slowly fell off, exposing a scarlet Sharingan to the air. He did not underestimate Bai Yu. He was ready to release his ultimate move, Distinguished Heavenly Gods, as soon as he came up. Wood style, the advent of the tree realm. Strong and ferocious trees burst out of the ground, rising up from the ground and wrapping around Danzo's body almost instantly. What? Danzo was shocked. You actually know first generation's wood style, and you don't. Aren't you controlled by the Distinguished Heavenly Gods? Bai Yu chuckled. You even know Distinguished Heavenly Gods. Amidst the questions, Danzo's body was entangled and twisted, and finally disappeared. Bai Yu, who are you? Izanagi activated and Danzo was resurrected, but there was no hope in his eyes. This kid seems to know many incredible secrets and possesses extremely tyrannical strength. This issue will naturally become clear after you die. Well, just die. Danzo was resurrected again and killed again and again. Soon, he became the leader of the chat group. Open black lens bracket. Shimura Danzo. This is. Close black lens bracket. Third Reikage. Welcome to the chat group, Danzo. Say hello to everyone. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Haha, look, this guy is stunned. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wanyue. I admire your courage for actually daring to challenge the group leader. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket. Sarutobi Lake Biwa. Hey, if you die in the same day as a monkey, you too can be considered. Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. Now you don't have to fight with Sarutobi Hiruzen every day about Danzo. Close black lens bracket. Looking at the information flowing rapidly in the chat group, Danzo was stunned. Am I not dead? Where is this? Is everything going well? It went very smoothly. Tsunade smiled and said, all the families in Konoha, including the 2 elders, support me in becoming the 5th Hokage. Well, those 2 old guys are quite knowledgeable. I guess there won't be any surprises from the daimyo. Bai Yu nodded with satisfaction. This would save him a lot of trouble. Otherwise, we will have to kill a few more people. It's just that Danzo doesn't agree with this matter. He also wants to be a Hokage. I can see his intentions. Maybe he will do some tricks behind his back. Tsunade worried. You don't have to worry about this. Danzo has been killed by me. Ah. Tsunade won. He was stunned and asked in shock. When did it happen? It's just Danzo. No need to be so surprised. Bai Yu waved his hand, as if he had only done an insignificant thing. You are really so decisive. Tsunade smiled bitterly. She knew that even though Bai Yu looked harmless, he would never act sloppily. By the way, Bai Yu, when will we tell them about our ideal country plan and when will it be implemented in Konoha? Tsunade rubbed her hands, obviously impatient. She wanted to share such a great idea with everyone as soon as possible. Don't worry, let's wait until the first stage of the armor is made. You have to come up with something to be convincing. And you have just become the 5th Hokage, so you need to be stable first. Let's talk about it later. Good. Tsunade nodded. Let's not talk about it for now, I still have a lot of things to hand over. Suddenly, Bai Yu frowned. Just because he took the initiative to remove a shadow clone in San Shinobi, and the memory was transferred back to his mind. In the screen, Deidara hurriedly fled to the sky above San Shinobi. Boss, it's bad, something big happened. What's the matter? Are you so worried? The leader of the Akatsuki organization called me and Scorpion Senpai several times to return to the organization. We didn't listen. Now we have been defined as traitors of the organization. Kakuzu and Hidan are chasing us. Come and kill them, I have no doubt they're behind you too. New. Bai Yu's clone turned into white mist and disappeared with a bang. The next second, a flash of light appeared. Bai Yu's body returns to San Shinobi. At this moment, Shaw and Deidara are standing together. Scorpion is okay, no expression can be seen. But Deidara was obviously a little panicked. It's only been a few days and you're already being labeled a traitor? That guy Nagato is very sensitive. Bai Yu smiled and patted Deidara on the shoulder. Okay, now that I'm here, there's no need to worry, just leave the rest to me. 73. The formation of Flying Thunder God, the scorpion that doubts life, 2 in 1. Well, Kakuzu, why do you think those 2 bastards Deidara betrayed the organization out of their minds? Hidan held the scythe on his shoulder and said boredly, don't they know how terrifying Zero is? Kakuzu thought seriously for a while and said, maybe it's for money. Ha ha ha. Do you think everyone is like you? Hidan laughed mercilessly, and then sighed. Hey, things have developed to this point, and I was actually asked to swing a knife at my former comrades in the same organization. It's exciting. Hidan licked his scarlet tongue and suddenly his eyes narrowed. Hey, look, they didn't run away, as if they had found some kind of backer. The 2 stopped in front of Sanagakure. Deidara hid behind Bai Yu and pointed at Hidan. You're done, Hidan, my new boss is here. Hidan glanced at Bai Yu, and the next second he laughed and said he had a stomachache. Deidara, is it this kid who gives you the confidence to be confident? Kid, where are you from? My new boss used to be from Konoha, but is now from San Shinobi. Hidan, do you have any last words before you die? Deidara said arrogantly. In fact, he was not very confident. After all, he still doesn't have a concrete idea of how strong Bai Yu is. In short, no matter what, there is nothing wrong with using the new boss as a shield first. Konoha. Kakuzu took a step forward and said in a deep voice. This reminds me of a Konoha shinobi who fought with me many years ago. His name is Senju Hashirama. Kakuzu's voice is deep and powerful, and under the exaggeration of this sentence, he appears to be extremely powerful and mysterious. On the other hand, Hidan's mouth twitched. Please, can we not talk about such nonsense whenever we get a chance? Having been paired with Kakuzu for so long, Hidan has learned a lot. Whenever the enemy says words related to Konoha, Hokage, etc., Kakuzu seems to trigger some kind of passive skill. Tell him about his glorious deeds in fighting the first generation. Senju Tobirama. Brother, this person is called Kakuzu. Why don't I remember him? Have you fought against him? How is his strength? Close black lens bracket. Third Reikage. It is not easy for this guy to survive a confrontation with the god of ninja and still survive to this day. Close black lens bracket. Jin Zhao. He looks like a powerful character. Close black lens bracket, Senju Hashirama. Well, I really have no memory at all. There are too many people who have interacted with our school in this life. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. Don't listen to that clown Kakuzu's nonsense. Hashirama is a bad guy with a kind heart. As far as I know, he has very few lives on his hands. Every time he defeats the enemy, he will let him go after giving him a lesson. Kakuzu should just one of the survivors. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. I see, I thought he was some great guy, but he is really a clown. Close black lens bracket. While the seniors in the group were chatting, the battle in the real world outside had already begun. Kakuzu, don't interfere. Let me talk to this brat for a while. I haven't killed anyone for a long time. My hands are itchy. What a coincidence, I haven't killed anyone for about 10 minutes, so I just happened to offer you a sacrificial knife. Stupid. A samurai sword with a cold glow appeared out of thin air in Bai Yu's hand. Kid, you have a lot of courage. Don't cry or call mommy when it hurts. Hidan pointed his sickle forward and said arrogantly. Boss, this guy has an immortal body. No matter how he hits you, he will be immune to death. Moreover, he can use your blood as a medium to perform evil rituals and end up with injuries in exchange for injuries. If you are the one who suffers, don't let him get it. Your blood, Deidara said quickly. Noisy, Hidan narrowed his eyes and glared at Deidara fiercely. Get my blood? Bai Yu chuckled and said, don't worry, he can't even touch my clothes. I heard that you like to play with formations, so I'll make one for you too. Bai Yu waved his hand, and hundreds of kunai shot out in all directions, directly covering Kakuzu and Hidan in this huge, kunai array. That's it. Hidan smiled. Kid, what do you call this array? There are no detonating charms attached to the kunai. The ninja school didn't teach you chakra throwing. It's not accurate at all. Hidan is ruthless. Mockingly. But Kakuzu, who has always been well informed, was shocked. No, this is the flying thunder god mark. Hidan, jump out of here. Kakuzu said as he quickly pulled away and backed away. Hidan's reaction was half a beat too slow. What? Hidan tilted his head and looked at Kakuzu in confusion. The next second, whoosh, a flash of light flashed, and Hidan's head was cut directly to the ground. Immediately afterwards, countless eyes of light rose up in the flying thunder god formation. An airtight attack, constantly flashing and moving, weaving a huge sword net at a speed exceeding lightning. In just a few breaths, Hidan's body was broken into countless segments, squirming on the ground like an insect. Wah! What the hell? Hidan, who had only one head left, shouted in shock, his eyes almost popping out of his head. I was stunned, my head was gone and my body was broken? You are truly immortal, but I have no interest in you. Bang 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 bang. Hundreds of white smoke rose, and hundreds of shadow clone came to Hidan's body, casting sealing techniques one by one, and then they all took out a scroll and collected the broken body. After the smoke cleared, Bai Yu looked into the distance. He ran quite fast. Kakuzu, he knows the current affairs very well. Bai Yu smiled and did not continue the pursuit. Kakuzu's existence, or anyone's existence, poses no threat to Bai Yu. If you encounter someone, if you offend yourself or hinder the plan of the ideal country, just kill him casually. FK. FK? Deidara's jaw almost dropped to the floor. Immortal Hidan, just die like this? The formation of Flying Thunder God? It's simply terrifying. After swallowing, Dara felt a little doubtful about life. Even if he faced Hidan, it would be difficult to deal with him. That bastard can't be killed by explosions, and his own abilities are also terrifying. As long as he gets a little blood, it's over. But it's unbelievable that this new boss took just a few seconds to deal with a tough cage-level warrior like Hidan. How strong is this guy? Boss. That's awesome. Deidara jumped up and cheered, then looked at Shie. Senior Shie, I finally understand why you follow the new boss without hesitation. Even if our old boss wants to get rid of Hidan, it will be difficult for him to do so. Can it be completed in such a short time? No, you don't understand. Shie said calmly. He followed Bai Yu, which was only part of the reason for his strong strength. The real reason was that Bai Yu understood what eternal art is. Shie didn't expect that Bai Yu could be so terrifying, not to mention the incredible flying thunder god slash. Just Yun Dan Feng Qing's ability to summon hundreds of shadow clones is already far superior to many cage-level experts. How terrifying is his chakra capacity? Okay, since everyone is here, you can stay at Sand Shinobi from now on and be on call at any time. Bai Yu ordered. He just killed a Hidan, and he didn't feel any guilt in his heart, because Hidan was a very special existence in the ninja world. Some people say that there are no real bad guys in Hokage, because every villain has his own difficulties. Regarding this statement, we can only say that people have different opinions. At least you cannot forgive a person for all the evil he has done just because he has difficulties. To do evil is to do evil, and having difficulties is not a reason to do evil. Moreover, even if you forgive all the bad guys who have their own reasons, there is still one purest evil guy in Hokage, and all the bad things he does are out of his own will. That's Hidan. Thinking back on it, does Hidan suffer from any pain that makes him want to live? Has anyone ever hurt him severely? No, on the contrary, he was born in the country of Yu, a place where war has been forgotten. The people there have been stable for a long time, and many have even forgotten how to release ninjutsu. Everyone lives and works in peace and contentment, and there is no invasion from foreign enemies. But it was this good place that gave birth to a cub like Hidan, who longed for blood and killing, and hated this kind of peace from the bottom of his heart, so he believed in the evil god cult. Bai Yu, a pure evil person born for evil, would kill hundreds of thousands without feeling any guilt. Okay boss. Deidara responded with a smile. Scorpion nodded. Here. He really didn't want to come back, let alone stay, but Bai Yu had given orders and had to obey. I could only sigh in my heart. Unexpectedly, at this time, Bai Yu patted his Fei Luhu. Third Kazekage also had his own difficulties at the beginning. Besides, even if he didn't have the decision-making mistakes you said, do you think anyone in San Shinobi would visit the counterpart of Konoha's White Fang? Okay, what a big deal, aren't they your parents? I will help you resurrect later. Now, I will take you to meet your mother and talk things over. There is no need for the whole family to act like enemies. Scorpion. For a moment, there were countless question marks in Scorpio's heart. Does he know his past, and understand it in great detail? More importantly, can he resurrect his parents? How big of a deal is it? It seems as simple as a piece of cake. Mr. Bai Yu, you. Okay, leave it alone. Go see your grandma, she must miss you very much. In the dark and deep space, illusory figures slowly emerge. Kakuzu, what do you want to report to me? Nagato's calm voice sounded. Hidan is dead. Kakuzu said slightly panicked. He had not felt this kind of fear for many years. Oh, someone can kill Hidan? Kakuzu, I think you are old and confused, right? He has an immortal body. Kisame Mikigakaki joked. It can't be said that it's death. To be precise. Forget it, just listen to me slowly. Immediately, Kakuzu told the entire battle process in extremely detail. After listening, several people were stunned, including Kisame, Itachi, Konan, and even Nagato. Hundreds of shadow clone. How could he have such a huge chakra? Is he a descendant of the Uzumaki clan? Nagato asked in a deep voice. It shouldn't be the case. Most people from the Uzumaki clan have red hair, but his hair is not, Kakuzu said. Flying Thunder God technique. Someone else has mastered this forbidden technique, Konoha Bai Yu. I seem to be a little impressed, Itachi murmured. Oh, Itachi, do you know Bai Yu? Konan asked. It's not like we know each other. I've noticed all the kids in Konoha who are the same age as my stupid brother Sasuke. The parents of Bai Yu are ordinary genin and they don't have any family secrets. There will be no blood inheritance, and the talent should be mediocre. 1. Uchiha Itachi said. Besides, okay Zhao, he is the same age as Sasuke. Konoha cannot let them have access to the Book of Forbidden Technique. Where did he learn Flying Thunder God? Ferret, also confused. He couldn't understand the importance of inheritance. The upper limit of an ordinary ninja is basically determined from birth. Even if he shows his prominence later, it is impossible for him to be so powerful at the age of 12. It's so powerful that it can instantly kill Hidan, which is really outrageous. Did Deidara and Shie defect to that guy Bai Yu? Kakuzu, since he is so powerful, how did you survive? Konandu asked. These words made Kakuzu a little unhappy, but he still snorted coldly. That kid didn't come after me, it was as if he didn't care about me at all, as if killing Hidan was easy. Kakuzu was still a little worried. Being able to instantly kill Hidan, wouldn't it be the same as playing? If people don't chase, they are too lazy to chase. By the way, I saw Orochimaru when I was at San Shinobi just now. It seems that Orochimaru also bowed to that brat. Kakuzu added. Oh, Nagato said. Interesting kid, after hearing what you said, I really want to meet him. Forget it Nagato, this person is mysterious. If it doesn't hinder our plan, it's best not to offend him easily, just in case. Snort. Purple eyes bloomed with brilliance, and Nagato snorted coldly. In front of these eyes, there's no mystery in the world. He took away my subordinates and killed Hidan. If he didn't kill this man. How to convince the public? Besides, he has an ambiguous relationship with Konoha and San Shinobi, which will definitely hinder our collection of tailed beasts. We will have a battle with him sooner or later. 74. Resurrection of Kushina, a great fight for the entire ninja world, 2 in 1. Sasuke, look, I didn't expect the people in San Shinobi to be so kind. Sanagakure, Naruto was giggling inarticulately while eating local snacks. Since coming to San Shinobi, both ninjas and civilians have been extremely enthusiastic towards him. Even far beyond the villagers in Konoha. Idiot. Sasuke took a sip of the soup. Have you forgotten how respectful the guards at Sanagakure were on the day Mr. Bai Yu sent us into the village? All of this must be for Mr. Bai Yu's sake. Otherwise do you think San Shinobi would be so nice to us two rebellious ninjas from Konoha? That's right. Naruto smiled innocently. When he first left Konoha, he was still somewhat reluctant to leave. But after coming to San Shinobi, under the strong contrast between the two villages, Naruto felt that there was nothing bad here, and there was nothing good about Konoha. Here he felt an experience he had never had before, a feeling of home. Naruto, Sasuke, hello. A faint laugh sounded from behind. Mr. Bai Yu? Naruto said, is this your clone? Are you finished with the work at your research institute today? No, this is my true self. Bai Yu said mysteriously. I came here today to give you a gift. What gift? Naruto asked expectantly. Is it to teach me a powerful ninjutsu? But I am very stupid, except for multiple shadow clone. I am very slow to learn anything else. It's not a ninjutsu. Then, could it be Bai Yu-kun that you brought Ichiraku ramen from Konoha to me? Naruto's little head looked behind him. I really miss that smell. No, what is that? Mr. Bai Yu, just tell me directly. It's appetizing or something, the most. I'm going to resurrect your parents, but I can only resurrect one at a time. Who do you want to resurrect first? Then first. Nani? Naruto was stunned. His mouth trembled slightly, and he smiled dryly. Mr. Bai Yu, it is very impolite to make fun of other people's parents. I'm not kidding. Real, if you don't believe it, I'll resurrect Sasuke's parents first and show you 17. Don't compare. Naruto immediately jumped up from the bench and hugged Bai Yu. Mr. Bai Yu, you are so amazing. You actually have the ability to resurrect people. Then, how about resurrecting my mother first? I often dream about her, but in my dreams she has no face and I don't know what she looks like. Naruto laughed and cried. Resurrecting people was so unbelievable that even until this moment Naruto couldn't believe it was true. But are there many incredible things that Bai Yu has done? Maybe he can really do it. Even if it's just to tease myself. That's good, at least in the next few minutes, hours, or days, I can always have wonderful expectations, right? You will be able to see your mother soon. She is very beautiful. Bai Yu patted Naruto on the shoulder. After she is resurrected, although she will not be able to look like she was in life, she can use the transformation technique to change back. Original appearance. Behind him, in the distance, a ball of placer gold carried two people flying towards Hinata. One of them is third Kage, and the other is a very beautiful girl. Group. Mr. Bai Yu, I have found a person. This person's name is Iorimido. She is 15 years old. Although she is young, she has hundreds of lives in her hands. She is a notorious killer. She has a murderous nickname, possesses the strength of Chunin, and not long ago she massacred a small village of civilians in the land of Earth. The sins on her body were enough for her to die 100 times. The choices of containers are all damned beings who have committed extremely evil crimes. Neither Bai Yu nor the seniors in the group will feel any burden if they use this as a sacrifice. Good, let's get started. Naruto, Sasuke, you two stand back. Yeah. Naruto nodded heavily, although he couldn't understand what Bai Yu and third Kage just said. Seeing the serious look on his face, the hope in his heart became stronger. Resurrect. The deceased? Sasuke murmured as he backed away. Bai Yu-jun wants to resurrect Naruto's mother. Then can my mother also do it? Uchiha. BCDB. Mikoto's gentle smile came to mind, and Sasuke's eyes became moist. Naruto has never seen his mother, which is very miserable, but at least, if he has never seen his mother, there is no bond and no emotional basis. On the contrary, the more people like Sasuke have lived with their close relatives, the more painful the loss will be after having them. The pride of Uchiha does not allow you to shed tears easily. Bai Yu smiled at Sasuke while forming seals with his hands. Your Uchiha seniors are scolding you, so hold back your tears quickly, otherwise we will wait. After your father is resurrected, the first thing he will do is probably give you a good beating. As soon as these words came out, Sasuke burst into tears. What if my father and mother can be resurrected, even if they are disabled? Sasuke rarely cried in front of outsiders. Okay. Bai Yu snickered and said, your father said to reassure you that he will fulfill your request and cripple you after he is resurrected. It's not right. How did Mr. Bai Yu know what his father said? And his father is dead, so could he communicate with the deceased heroic spirits? At this moment, Sasuke had countless question marks in his little head, but he held them all back. Because Bai Yu's technique has already begun. Impure world reincarnation. Kushina's body was buried in Konoha, so it was not difficult to obtain her body. Buzzing, the ground cracked, and a coffin slowly rose from the ground while Naruto was stunned. With a bang, the coffin fell apart. Inside was a red-haired woman with broken skin. Although impure world reincarnation looks a little scary in her physical state, it is still not difficult to see her beauty in life. Is this my mother? Naruto subconsciously took 2 steps back, tears welling up in his eyes. People say that people are timid when they are close to home. Naruto at the moment almost had this mentality. I fantasized about my mother countless times, wanted her to hug me when I was lonely in the dark, and wanted to call her mom countless times. But when Kushina really stood in front of him, he had a moment of confusion. Naruto, my child. Kushina stretched out her broken hand and gently held Naruto's face. I'm sorry Naruto, I couldn't grow up with you, and I have made you feel wronged all these years. Mother. Naruto finally couldn't stand it any longer and hugged Uzumaki Kushina. Third Reikage. Damn, it's really touching. Close black lens bracket. Ghost lantern moon. Jinchuriki are all lonely, every village is like this, and even more tragic tragedies are happening all the time. Only when there is real peace in the ninja world, will the occurrence of these tragedies be reduced, right? Close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. That's right, so the leader of the Bai Yu group is really great. Under his leadership, the ninja world will definitely be able to achieve true peace. Close black lens bracket. Golden Horn. The current ninja world is pretty good, but didn't the leader of the group say before that there is still Otsutsuki clan that is quite difficult to deal with? Close black lens bracket. Ginkaku. What about Rinnegan? What about this eye and that eye? By the way, group leader, when will you purify those Sharingan white eyes of yours? You will die by then Otsutsuki. Close black lens bracket. Senju Tobirama. It's not that easy. After Madara's conspiracy was exposed before, didn't he stop pretending? He said that you need to have both Sage Body and Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan to open the Rinnegan, right? Close black lens bracket. Kato Dan. Madara doesn't have a Sage Body, right? Didn't he himself say that he faked his death, secretly obtained some first Hokage-sama's body, and activated the Rinnegan? Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Izuna. Rinnegan. I don't understand either, but the group leader is so smart, he needs to get a pair of eyes. Oh, that's not right, why bother? Just kill Nagato and take out his eyes. Isn't that enough? Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket third Reikage. Makes sense. Close black lens bracket, Ghost Lantern Moon. Speaking of first generation's body, the group leader said that Uchiha Madara had Senju Hashirama's face embedded in her chest. It's really pervert. Close black lens bracket. Jinzhou. Are you remembering it correctly? It doesn't seem to be a face, it's just a part of the body that was shaped into a face. Close black lens bracket. Momochi Zabuza. That's pervert enough. They say I like men, but I think Uchiha Madara and Senju Hashirama are the two really unclear ones. Think about it, who is the good guy who can do this? A man's face is on his chest. Uchiha Madara, why don't you put his butt on it? Close black lens bracket. Zabuza has been tolerating people in the group for a long time. Since the last incident between him and Bai, people in the group have always joked about this, saying that he likes men. But you have given him a chance, why don't you make a good counterattack? As for scolding Shira in the ninja world and burying the god of ninja? So what? Even if you die, I don't care about you. Anyway, for a bad ninja, like me, the group leader will probably not resurrect himself. Even if he is resurrected, he will have to wait in line until the end of the year of the monkey. Open black lens bracket Uchiha Madara. Zabuza. What nonsense are you talking about? Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. There is nothing between Madara and I have a wife, and Uzumaki Mito is my wife. Close black lens bracket. Momochi Zabuza. I like to eat pork ramen, but it doesn't affect my liking of beef ramen. Now that you have a wife, it doesn't affect your liking for women. After all, you are the god of ninjas. Yin and yang work together, and both men and women eat together. It's also understandable. Close black lens bracket. Kinkaku. Hey, what Zabuza said makes sense. Close black lens bracket, Ginkaku. I agree too. First generation, Madara, if you two have nothing to do, why are you so anxious? Those who are clean will clean themselves up. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. It is said that those who purify themselves will purify themselves. Hashirama, don't argue with these juniors, let them speak. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Well, let them decide. Close black lens bracket, Momochi Zabuza. Look at it, the husband sings and the wife follows suit. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. Uchiha Madara. Uchiha Madara. Damn you Zabuza. Where is the group leader? Doesn't the group have a capability called a virtual dual field? Pull me and Zabuza in, I want to challenge this bastard. The seniors in the group have seen too many touching things, so the fact that Kushina and Naruto recognized each other as mother and son did not attract much attention from them. No, as we were chatting, we got sidetracked and talked about the future crisis of the ninja world and how to obtain the Rinnegan. As we continued chatting, we got even more distracted and began to engage in some male-on-male topics. Tip. Group member Uchiha Madara rewards the group leader, lifetime combat experience. Close black lens bracket. Uchiha Madara. Group leader, before I died, the Rinnegan was handed over to Nagato, so I have nothing to reward you. You have already mastered the fire style ninjutsu that I am good at, so this is all I have sincerity. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. Well, it's better than nothing, okay, since you want to fight, let's make it lively. Among the seniors in the group, who else wants to fight in a duel? I will simply let you fight them all in one breath today. Today, those who have been wronged will bear their grievances, and those who have vengeance will seek revenge. Close black lens bracket. Bai Yu. By the way, in the virtual dual field, the deceased's full strength can be fully utilized. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket Senju Tobirama. I want to fight the golden horn and the silver horn. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Wanyue. You're laughing me to death, can you beat anyone else? Those two brothers can transform into tailed beasts, and they still have the blood of Sage of Six Paths in their bodies. When you use the dirt to turn. The first generation has been reincarnated, and they are no match for anyone else. Close black lens bracket. Senju Hashirama. The golden horn and the silver horn are two brothers, so let me go with my brother. Bai Yu, I will fight the golden horn with my brother and his younger brother. Golden horn and silver horn. Damn, this is a bit bullying, right? With all their strength in life, Who in this group can F-King beat the two Senju brothers? Uchiha Izuna. Leader of the group, I join the camp of Goldenhorn and Silverhorn, and we will fight that idiot Tobirama together. Namikaze Minato. I don't have anyone I want to fight, but it's rare to have some fun. In that case, I'll join first Hokage-sama's camp, close black lens bracket. Third Reikage. Damn it, you Konoha want to bully people, right? All generations of Hokage come together. Who is the opponent? Brothers of the 4 ninja village. Let's fight Konoha together, close black lens bracket. Second Tsuchikage. It's not bad. Close black lens bracket. Ghost Lantern Yu. I think it works. Opening square bracket, closing square bracket. In this way, a good one-on-one duel suddenly turned into a large-scale fight. In the end, the past ninjas of the 4 ninja village will fight against the past ninjas of Konoha. Bai Yu. Are you ready? The virtual duel field is now being teleported. Close black lens bracket.